I got some stuff I'm gonna have to that I've been taking. I tell you what, it's some good stuff. I got it from the doctor up there where I go to, and that thing really been helping me out. I don't know about y'all. Anybody else take them vitamins from up there?
Yes, sir.
You take them too?
Yes,
Can you tell them different?
Look at me.
Man, drop down that weight. Yeah, that's true. I say drop that weight down too, then it.
That's hard work.
That's from the yeah, and them vitamins. I like y'all too. All that together. I'm trying to tell y'all better man drop. I think I dropped about 10 pounds. Well, no, it's about 7 pounds. But it definitely make a difference. That's from taking the right stuff. And I still eat like I kind of want to eat though. You know, some stuff I cut out. I seen Jerry tell me, you do. I seen that joke eat. But I mean, make a difference though, and then helping out with this stuff and help out with this stuff. 'Cause every time, if it ain't one disease, there's another one coming right behind it. You know what I'm saying? They don't ran out of name. Ain't no other COVID they call it. COVID got enough names. They were saying about Russia. They said, man, they had about 1,000-something deaths a day from COVID. The people refusing to get vaccinated. You got to watch the right news. Y'all just keep watching CNN. And all them right now, they're going to gay parade. Everybody on that gay. With Gloria Vanderbilt's son on there, Anderson Cooper. How many of y'all don't remember Gloria Vanderbilt? I don't know what y'all think. She was the hottest thing out. We were coming in the 80s, 90s. Gloria Vanderbilt had the jeans, the cologne. I think Giorgio Cologne spun off of that. You remember Giorgio Cologne? Gloria Vanderbilt was huge. Man, her jeans for women, and how many of y'all remember, you remember Gloria Vanderbilt? Tell them how popular with them. And they were expensive. They had the little dove on, they had the swan on the back of the pants. You remember Gloria Vanderbilt? Who you say? Yeah, that's what I said, Anderson Cooper. We saying the same thing. Not to somebody else that stuck their head in. Sometimes people stick their head and say that. But now, yeah, he got some money. I don't know what he doing on CNN. She made some money. Gloria Vanderbilt, she. You think so?
Yeah, they said they got the money gone.
Well, I tell y'all in the 80s, she raked up. Gloria Vanderbilt, how many of y'all remember Gloria Vanderbilt? How popular is it?
Like for the school?
Gloria Vanderbilt, yes, his mom, of the Vanderbilts. Man, she killed them, man. Cologne, the perfume. I think the Giorgio cologne was attached to her. The Giorgio was attached to her too. Hell, wasn't that Giorgio attached to her too? Man, she killed the perfume, the jeans, the shirts. I think she had the pocket, but man, Gloria Vanderbilt was huge. That was a big buy. Oh, come on now, appreciate it. Okay. Probably came extra with the shirt, I didn't even know it. But yeah, that was huge. Now I didn't know they ain't blowed that money. They blowed that money. Man, the Vanderbilts, like, they part of people that started the world. Start all the people that really count. When I say start the world for what people know for the economy and all like that kind of stuff, all them old English people. Yeah, they huge. Yeah, they were huge. They had a rape. He said they had a rape case. All of them got rape cases. You know what I'm saying? You know, the Chase family, the Chase Manhattan family, the Rockefellers, the Carnegie era, the DuPonts. All those people started the world. I'm talking about they control the economy around the world. They don't just control them. Those people that started the CIA. The CIA don't answer these people, they answer to them. Can you imagine that? People be trying to run the agency. The CIA answer to them. They put them here to keep up what's going on here. I don't know what these folks thinking. Listen, that's how bad them folks said how long. Look at it. Ain't no bank out here bigger than Chase. Bank, you don't see many of them that you see Bank of America. Most of y'all thought Wells Fargo and Bank of America were bigger than Chase. It's not even close. They ain't even in the running. Chase Manhattan the biggest. That's from England. All these people from over there. These folks, listen, all the money coming from over there, them people set up here and make fools out of us. They set up the commercial to make a fool out of you. They set up these icons and all this stuff that people sit around and do. Man, listen, they make things fashionable. You get style and fat. Why all these folks, where they gonna get it from? What cologne made over here, Dane? This stuff on here about the highest you pay $80-something. When you get that stuff there, you pay $2, $3, $4. Them folks pay pat. You get bottles like this. Everything come from them. All these folks do, these folks get it and then they jack it and then change something on it, put some old cheaper stuff in there, and then shoot out here and make a fool out of you. The folk, that's the real stuff made over there. Chocolate. Nobody make no chocolate. Real chocolate gonna come from Belgium. The Belgians, they don't went, rape Africa, stole the cocoa plant, stole the cocoa, so they raped them little island. The best chocolate you're gonna get gonna be made in Belgium. You're gonna buy, them folks ain't selling no Snicker bar. They won't even eat no garbage like that. Them folks don't have real, when you go buy this, you go to Berlin and buy this stuff. Look how high them candy bars is. You paying $9, $10 for 12, you like for a candy. Look at it. They don't gonna do top of the line. All they do is they rape these small islands. A lot of these small South American countries, Africa, you go get the cocoa. Let me say, this is everybody trying to get gold, silver, platinum. Let me tell you your money at. Your money is in food. I can help y'all out, okay? Want to make your real money, Bitcoin, all that stuff, just a little play go. Your real money is in food. Food ain't gonna never drop. Bitcoin gonna drop, gold gonna drop, silver gonna drop, platinum gonna drop. Guess what ain't gonna drop? Food. When people gonna stop eating? Trying to help these folks out, you ain't gonna lose with food. I don't care how much gold, how much silver you got. Yosef showed up. How did Yosef take everything over in Mizraim? No, because he charged gold. They took don't y'all know these white people read your book? That's how they're gonna take everything from us? Because we too dumb to think. All a nigga wants is a car, some shiny shoes, some necklace, and ride around and some fame. Once you're starving, only people gonna eat is gonna be on the pecking order. Who got money? They're going to rape the people with money. Poor people out of the game. Y'all gonna do anything. Straight gonna be homeless. What you'll do to feed your family? I wouldn't do that. That's a lie. Get hungry enough, you'll do it. I'm telling you, y'all don't be thinking. I've been trying to tell y'all stuff. I told y'all when to buy houses. What y'all do? Sit around here look stupid. Then some scramble at the last minute. I've been telling y'all this stuff was coming. Am I making this up? No. I've been telling people, these people going to rape us. They're going to get everything from us. Black people keep thinking you're a party people system. You're not a party system because these people are not hipping you. You're going to go down with the rest of them. You're going right back the way you were. You're going to be a voluntary slave. The average nigga don't know how to do nothing but what? Whatever his degree say. What you do outside your degree? Most of the people, they don't show them. If they ain't doing some of their degree skills, they done. They don't say, no, they got us from the field. We worked to try to be like these people. Now we get out here. Now they got to say, we got to let you go. We letting the whole top floor go. What you do? Ain't nobody else hiring either. They gonna stick them right here because we ain't got our survivors still gone. I've been trying to help y'all. I've been telling y'all what to do for the long. Y'all see for yourself. Y'all know who the #1 country now for growing and getting in crop? China. Who you saying? I can't hear you. Who you saying? No, they're not #1. China beating everybody. China going, listen, China finna come right back and swoop everybody back in. I watch a special, listen, China going organic. They pushing it. Listen, they make sense. They got almost 1.6 billion people. They got to feed themselves. What you think gonna do to everybody else? They gonna break them. U.S. stupid. We gave away all our farming. We started making these deals with these little South American countries, and then China went through these South American countries and already made deals with all of them. We're gonna put in infrastructure. We're gonna build ports. And guess what? At that point, you got to get a Chinese and them past it. They don't just get, this is how Chinese get you, what these people don't know. Chinese get these countries, because when they go in, they also get passed. Like when they come in, they do business, you have to give my people so many passes. That's why they start flooding these countries. You got 1.6 billion people, you need to move these people. You got to move them. You can't keep 1.6 billion. 1.6 billion people in one place. I think it's supposed to be approximately about 3 billion people in the world. Well, China got over half of that. Then what you gonna do with the other Asian-looking people? They gonna take care of their own. They keep their people working. That stuff they put on him, they'll never give their people their money and let them people sit down and do nothing. This is what happened. America done crippled themselves because they stupid. Everybody follow white people. White people been doing this since slavery. They used to not working. They used to using manual labor of other people. That's not something they work for. That's why the country going down depleted. People walking in the job want $1,500 a week, first week. You used to have to work, build yourself up, get yourself somewhere, get so much time, get maturity time, reach a certain level, get it, straight in the door, top pay. Anybody with common sense know that can't work. There's nowhere in the world a country can survive paying everybody top pay. What's gonna be the price of the commodity if I get everybody top pay that works? You just priced everybody out, which means all these top pay people, you fired. Amazon closing warehouses, Amazon getting rid of people. These folks down, they realize they done Amazon giving out. They just gave a big raise. They got a purpose. How much work you think them people finna do? When I let all the other people go, how much you think you finna do? So what now? 190 what? 190 stops. So all they gonna do is get rid of some people. It ain't hard. Say hypothetically, Daniel, I'm paying you $15 an hour. You think you should be getting 20. All y'all got to kick that 20. I do 20. I'm gonna get rid of some of y'all. I'm gonna pay you a portion of what I was paying somebody else, and I'm finna give you all the work. Y'all do the math. Y'all look at my check more. Look how long you working. Look how hard you work. You know what them folk complaining about now? Listen, it's a big crash. between Amazon and the police and the post office now. You know what folks doing? These bastards don't look at what kind of stuff. These folks ordering whole total gyms. I'm talking about all the weights in them. What one person you know can pull this stuff off? And all these women in these vans sitting here struggling. Oh, a lot of folks quitting. Listen, it's so bad they got petition. They're trying to pull citizens in now to sign petition against what Amazon doing. The stuff, man, Amazon will bring a refrigerator to your house. When you know one person can deliver a refrigerator? Guess what? It's on your truck. You wanted more money, right? The post office won't take it. So the post office look at that, all that stupid stuff for you sent through the mail, shoot it to Amazon. UPS don't look at it. They got union. They look at it. Ain't no union for Amazon. All they gonna come back and punish you one way. People think they're smart. You're not smart. A lot of folks think they're smart. Oh, I'm gonna do that. I listen to so many inventions that folks come and just stop it. Just leave it alone. Listen, ain't nothing gonna be getting your life right. That's the first thing. Get your life right so that man give you some mental intelligence. Cause all the stuff you're gonna run try to do, a lot of y'all had never looked at the end of a lot of that stuff. I done seen so much of this stuff, man, just pure junk. I remember one time we used to buy them pallets. Remember the truckload of pallets? Remember I bought them pallets, you know good. How good that was, Justin? What you mean that wasn't horrible? That was a good business. Let me tell you something. All that pallet buying that junk out there, never got it. We had a warehouse full of junk. Who remember we had that stuff about? What, top shelf stuff, remember that? Let me tell them bastards do. All that stuff, this is what y'all got to think about these folks thinking. When they say you're a trailer of that junk, the reason they said it to you, because it's junk people didn't want, it was junk was tore, it was sent back. They're not giving you nothing. You got to get into the real end of this. Like the post office, most of you folks don't know, the post office will let you bid, you can buy a whole trailer. Everything on that trailer yours too. When you look at how much junk on that trailer, you know people load them trailers. They don't load, they sell. You think I'm finna load a trailer? And I see checks, I'm gonna let you get it. Where I'm gonna cash a check at that wrote the dang Anderson at? And my name Henry Smith. Where I'm gonna cash that check at? Okay, that's big money. I got a bunch of checks on him. Guess what? They ain't wrote to you. There's a lot of stuff you can, even money orders. You know when people send money orders, for whatever reason, they don't send them through the mail blank. You just got you a whole trailer of checks and money order already filled out. Where you gonna cash these at? You know what you do need to cash them back in? The stub. Talking about the receipt that the other person kept to prove that they sent it in the mail. We bought that junk, ceiling fan. Them was good, wasn't it? No. Junk, busted up, stuff missing. Let me tell you what people do. People buy that junk, because this is what people learn how to do. Some of the stuff you might have or some at your home, they won't warrant it, right? You bought it. Okay. Yep. So what you do, you go buy you that part, buy that whole piece again, take that part out you need, and go back and return it. Now you sucker done bought the whole trailer of something you can't use. I done all this stuff. I done seen all this stuff. Ain't too much I ain't done. Y'all think up a business I ain't done. Probably one of the things I did, I ain't built the earth yet. Who ain't getting order? I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I don't know about all I need is a couple of dump trucks with some dirt and just put it down. The only one you know people, the people gonna come. But the whole thing is, they got so much flim-flam. They got, well, y'all like on the internet, a good business to start. That's a bad one. Don't follow. You're a diamond. Listen, I tell y'all, I don't listen to people. I don't watch nobody. Y'all think I be listening to people for, first time looking at them, what you doing? How much money you making with it? I ain't, this kid, I got a friend. Everybody got a friend. I find more people with friends doing stuff. Somebody I met, I remember one time Hayward met that guy. Hayward, you remember that time you met that guy, he was doing the deliveries? I y'all hear that. You remember that Hayward? Can y'all hear Hayward? Yes, sir. Can you talk louder, Hayward? Yes, sir. You remember how much that man told you he was making? A week. What was the number he was making a week? Driving the van, he's making over $2,000 a week. Hayward, did you go investigate that company? Yes, sir. Did you see that guy when you went on there to that company? Yes, sir. What happened, Hayward? You said he had just cashed a check for $2,000? No, what he was doing? Waiting on work. All them liars. All them liars. I mean, man, I told you tell me, you like, how much you making? I make $2,000 a week. I make over was it over 2,000 or 2,000? What you think I'm gonna do with my job? You making over $2,000 a week. What you think I'm gonna do with my job right now? And Hayward went over there. Got over there, that same over $2,000 a week joker was laying on the couch. He finna go home, cause he ain't have no work. These people never lie. Man, I don't talk to these guys. I drove truck. Listen, I learned, don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. The one making the money gonna tell you, yeah, they ain't doing that, man, I tell you. That's what you wanna get to. Yeah, we knocking them down, we kill them. Stay away from them. You finna lose everything you got together. Let me tell you what y'all do. It's better to stay with stuff you know than to run to a whole lot of stuff because these folks will have you broke. Folks, I'm telling you, you'll see somebody and you don't know what people situation is, what people doing or how they connect to people. There's some people making money out here, don't make no mistake. But they connect to somebody so they can tell you something to be the truth, but you don't realize you don't know them people. It's people that do to get those powder. Guess what? They got people on the inside. I know people who buying them trailers. They have people on the inside at the post office who let them know what trailer being on. You think on one hand, I done bid it $8,000 for a trailer, and the whole trailer is junk. How am I gonna recover my money? Who's that dumb? I know they wife. I know my mom wife. What's that thing where you my full of gold? They use that to get dumb people. Why would I be bidding on something I can't see? You know, you'll watch auctions with art and stuff like that. Do them people not see the art and they just bid on, they cover the art up? Everybody bid on this. This might be, you say, look, and they tell them who painted it. They'll tell them around about the cost. You know how dumb black people are. Do y'all understand y'all are the dumbest animals on the planet? Yes. Nobody goes to no auction and bid for something. You think I'm bidding on a car, I can't even see it? Take our word for it. It's a good one. I can't even see it. I don't even know it moved. That's what you do. It's like storage war. They give poor people stuff like that. Poor people are dumb. They'll take everything they got and invest in something and lose everything. You have to take your time. I don't listen to money. I spend some of my money on food stuff. I just leave stuff. I said, you know what? Take your time. You put money, you have to be really saying, if you do it, just go ahead and count the loss. Y'all be looking for stuff you can just walk off and get rich in. Nobody rich just walked off into nothing. It don't happen. Yeah, somebody can buy a lucky ticket at the lotto. Go ask them there. You know what? I got a friend. He bought a lottery ticket and he got rich. How many lottery tickets you think he bought, Justin? That was his first one? It might not add up to what he won. Do you understand how you got paid? The only way to pay Kennedy $190 million, the only way, I got to have over 290 retards because I got to make a profit. To give you one, I got to have over 290 million retards who lost their money. Then I'm still going to come back and tax him and take his money. They never lose. Only person lose is the people putting the money in. Oh, man, I ain't win. Next time. That's how you keep paying other people. Don't y'all realize everything is a scam out here with these people? They scam you into everything. Quit listening to these people. Quit coming to these dumb. Y'all don't listen to these people. These people just, listen, people tell you stuff, make a fool out you. If folk make all that money, everybody be doing it. It's money. It's people that do it, they have the money. I get folk. You know the best way to get the problem? Tax. Get them from taxes. Go ahead and try to buy their house from taxes. Go ahead and do it. If people, this is all they do. This is all they do. They don't do that. Sell Carter, this is all they do. They sit him, they go through, they have people in the inside of the courthouse. Go down to the courthouse and bid on them houses. Let me tell you something, these folk box you out. They all know each other. They got certain courthouse they go to, they know them. These people all cash by. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go down to the courthouse. I'm gonna buy my house that way. I got a friend, he bought here like that. Your friend didn't buy nothing. If they didn't buy it, they already knew it was junk. Dwayne been down there. Dwayne, you haven't went down there. We talked about the auction. You went down to check it out. Yes, sir. And tell them what the great deals it is. No, tell them how many black people was able to buy houses. Not one. Who bought all the houses? How many was it? Two white people. How many niggas was it? None? Probably about 50 niggas. Two white people bought everything now. overpriced and bought it from them. Tell them about niggas couldn't even get, listen, all that pretty suit, car driving, gold riding junk. Listen, them crackers didn't give them a room. 2 white boys bought everything. Can you imagine 50 niggas in here done brought their money, I'm finna get a deal. 2 white boys bought everything. He said the last property sold for $15,000. Niggas wouldn't even bid. They just sat there and looked. The white man bought it for 15. Who was gonna challenge him? He just bought everything else. Right. Did you really want to play that game? Because you'll keep going and he'll walk away and say, I don't even want it. Right. Now you got stuck with something so you can say you leave so ain't worth nothing. I get these folks coming, preacher, you gotta go to the courthouse. I said, you gotta shut your mouth. You gotta shut your mouth. I do that for a living. I don't waste my time. This, if people go down here, this is how they make the money out of taxes. You go down, they go and they buy all these property. They know they're not getting these property. Every blue moon, a bank will slip. They just buy them because you had to come back and pay them interest on the money. It's real small, but they buy enough of them, they can make money from it. They just buy, they pay them. No much come and get up no half for no taxes. You can forget it. You got to get them for 2 years to recover. I ain't got time to stick my money nowhere, wait for no 2 years for somebody to come give me 1.1% of my money. It ain't worth my time. Man, to me, it just, unless you buying so many of them, when you buying like 100 properties at a time, when you doing stuff like that, so when you start to do your profit margin, it makes you money. It don't make sense for me. I can't sit for no 2.5 years to get no 1 point something on my money, 2 point. It's just a waste of my time. I rather just spend my money to do something that's more constructive. But you always got niggas. Anything you know, you late. I don't even listen to niggas. When niggas tell me about a business, you do know if you know about it, it's closed, right? I already know. Ain't too much I ain't done. I done it all, seen it all, know it all. I don't even waste my time with some of this stuff. It be junk. It's just a waste of time. Unless you have someone who's on the inside at the post office, who works at Amazon, who's in supervision, who knows what's on those trailers, I don't touch them. It ain't worth my time. Nobody who do that business just go buy that stuff. That's stupid. You know who they look for? They look for stupid people to go buy and crash and lose everything. Because Amazon got to get rid of junk. The people who really do this, they already made their allegiance with the people on the inside. So when they buy it, and then they get out, man, I got to do, my dude, when he bought a trailer, man, dude made like $75,000. He needs you to tell that because he can get them done, because Amazon need to get rid of that other junk. Y'all niggas done bought all that other junk. The niggas with the inside just bought the good stuff. I already know about it. I'm down there, bought that junk. I don't fool with that junk. Man, Lowe's, Home Depot, I done bought all their trash. Keep that trash. No, man, John, I don't want that junk. Why Lowe's won't put it back on the shelf? Right. You tell me Home Depot and Lowe's, they're stupid. They ain't gonna put good working, undamaged stuff back on their shelf. Right. No, I can't do that. I gotta give people a chance to buy it, and they can resell it and make thousands of dollars. What do Home Depot and Lowe's do?
Sell stuff to make thousands of dollars.
And they must feel like they need you to make that same opportunity. I don't get my people. Don't listen, y'all. When people tell y'all stuff, ignore them. Ignore them. These people be a waste of time. I'm telling you, I've seen it. Now, does that make sense what I just told y'all? Don't y'all think everybody be doing it? People done it and crashed. They've lost their money fooling with that stuff. You get stuck with all that junk, they gonna get you, say the whole trailer. This your next to come. Where you finna unload the whole trailer? Right. They give you a time limit to get the junk off their trailer. Those storage things don't hold no whole tractor trailer. That's 28 pallets. Load it up, full of junk, bust it up. All right, you gotta stack this junk, organize this junk, price this junk, go through this junk. Then you gotta try to put it out and sell it. This is another trick. What makes somebody buy it from you? You know, they look at this junk. I just go to Lowe's. What's your warranty? How I know this works? See, all this stuff, they don't even be thinking about. I'm just buying it. What's your warranty on it? That's what I thought. I'm going to Lowe's. Why you think Lowe's and Home Depot be packed out and them folks sitting there asking them, where can I get one of them trailers at? That's how they beat you out. They already know it's junk. I'm not warranting that junk. I'm going to let y'all fool around. If you find some suckers who will buy it, now they'll buy it from a white face. Now I had that junk just to save me. That's just, all right, y'all laughing. I ain't no fool. I need your face. Listen, them folks, they said, what? Just tell me, he said, this is what you got right here. My nigga face, where you steal it from? Stole. They're like my cousin. No, they ain't your cousin. Doesn't get it, stack it up, here you go. That's it right there. That's it. Yeah, go ahead and buy it. How you want me to carry that? They buy from white. We got nigga face. I'm about buying them from us. Everything, and it be honest. If stuff ain't stolen, paperwork. How many of them folks asked you how many asked you was it stolen? Nobody. Man, tell me the truth. You broke in somebody's house and got there. I love that white face. I have paperwork and everything. What you did? You print that stuff up yourself? You ain't gonna get nothing. You just learn. These folks, people so much headache. They'll want more warranty from you than they're at Home Depot. They get a receipt and walk out there. They don't add them folks nothing. They want, yeah. Where you standing? I'm gonna come to your house now. I'll kill your family though. Nigga, you spent $15 to kill my family. I hunt niggas down. They want more warranty than you. They ask the store for. Yeah, don't even be like, yeah, hand deliver you. They got a bar like that. You deliver? You deliver. Junk like that, you put in your pocket. You gonna deliver it too for that price, ain't it? Trying to tell y'all, man, these folks be so much headache, man. It's money to be made out here. What you do to learn how to make money, you get with people making money. You start watching what people doing. I'm gonna tell you something what people don't realize. You don't just make money out here, you wind up building a league with people. These people give you insights to tell you, stay away from. This what you want to do. This what you want to watch for. This how you do it. I'm telling you, you always got accidental people, like people who just happen to do it. Typically when people make money out here, I'm telling you, it's always because you know somebody. All right, y'all can do it. Go ahead and believe it. But none of the billionaires know each other. Why y'all think all them people deal with each other? Because they tell each other what to do. They say, listen, this is what you want to do. This is what you want to stay away from. This is what's getting ready to happen. This is what you need to be looking out for. You know what a nigga do? Get on his knees and pray, ask Jesus, and jump out there with everything he got, then he outdoors. You don't do it. Watch people making money and see if they're doing it. I tell y'all see stuff. I don't know why it just take a while for you to click on run. Somebody got to get you, give you a handset. Come on, let me show you what you do. Dang, you learned that, didn't it? Am I lying? No. They ain't got to go for it. But just, folks have no idea, do they? No. If folks do it, though, don't they? Yes. And they don't know if people killing it. Right. Can I just by chance jump out there and just do what they're doing? No. They all know each other. I'm telling you, you'll be sitting back wondering, why I ain't doing it? Why I can't? You ain't gonna do it. If folks getting rid of trucks, sell them, give them up, repo, you giving up truck? Y'all know people turning trucks in right now? They turn them in. You say you finna turn your trucks in? Go figure. Because you know they jump out there. Get a truck, jump out here. I'm finna just take off and go. Get out there, they realize, it ain't what I was thinking. Exactly. You listen to somebody who told you something, and they ain't tell you the key to what it is. I know somebody. I made allegiance with somebody. So they'll keep, even when they're bad, they'll keep you moving. They want all these people, wipe them out. You know what that means? Man, check it, man, out, man, I lost everything. Exactly. You ain't make no allegiance. That's the system. I don't know what people keep thinking. I tell you, this is my first time telling y'all that. Let me tell you something. Y'all will jump out here and do some dumb stuff. You'll jump out here by yourself. Ain't nowhere where I jump out here by myself. Man, you got to have backing. Even when they wife, they ask them for a business plan. What's your out? Out? I don't plan on failing. Good, because I don't plan on getting you the money. So, man, you got the same plan. I ain't going to fail and you ain't going to fail. What's your out? They don't even think about no. What's your out when this don't work? See, I just believe in God. Loan denied. It'd be like Claude. You know what I'm saying? Who you stole that off of? Isn't that right? Where your daddy steal it from? Loan denied. You know, you ain't got no collateral. Y'all stop it. Just stop it. Just take your time. Take your time. Watch. Listen. Learn. You'll see how things done. You got to make allegiance. You got to know people out here. I'm telling y'all, you'll find some people out here, they doing their own thing. They all making some money. Head off till somebody find out about them. You got to make your allegiance with people. I'm telling you, man, folks, if people out here, you make your allegiance with them, they can help you keep going. They be like, come on, we keep moving. But everybody stop. I know, come on, we still moving. But everybody, don't even worry about it. Don't talk to them. Keep your mouth shut. Look at, hey, I got 15 of my friends I'm going to bring over here. You just done. I don't know nothing about your friend. Your friend gonna call me problem. Just keep your mouth closed. They just keep going. You gotta make allegiance out of him. People gotta see you profitable. People, I don't know. I'll just leave it alone. That's right. I'm tell you, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I got partners, I do stuff. I make them money. That's why they deal with me. Right. They can look at their bank account. They can look at they made money with me. So I'm profitable. I'm worth making sure stuff work out for me. I'm worth making sure I know because they'll make money. People look at that. So all you got is, you try to make money for yourself. Nobody gonna let you stay out here. It don't make sense. You only make money for yourself. Ain't nothing I can do with you. People that they gotta make money from you. That's how they gonna keep moving. They gonna make more money. That's even with the drug business. That's what I learned. You get out here and you do it. When you start moving to a certain level, they cut you off. You don't buy everything. I let you buy some, I front you other. Because you make me money. It makes sense to keep you supplied. Oh, okay, don't worry about it. I know you don't know. Don't worry about it. No. I guarantee that I know. I ain't talking about for no TV. I guarantee I know. I made money. I don't know what these folks thinking. You don't make it like that. You make a legion. People look and listen. They gonna make money, and they gonna make sure you make money. I'm gonna keep you supplied because I see you know how to make money. Ain't that right? You make me money. I'm gonna make sure you gonna stay supplied so you can keep making money. You make yourself money. You ain't thinking no further than yourself, and that's why you buy yourself. I help y'all out. Don't worry about it. Don't believe me. All you do, go look at your bank account. You'll see zero all the way across, from the front of that period to the back of it. These folks not gonna do nothing with you, cause you don't. Y'all have to learn how you start, how you do stuff. A lot of y'all got messed up in him. Really got messed up, cause we're a real helping place and we do stuff. A lot of y'all start out too high. Y'all should start off at $3.35 an hour. That used to be minimum wage. $3.35 will teach you how to be humble and teach you how to save. Listen, when I started working a job, we were getting $3.35 an hour. Now, they would start with $2. I know that's a lot of money. Look at Uncle Ted and them look at me. They can't believe I was getting that kind. I was a millionaire, wasn't it? When y'all work, what you get an hour? 50 cents. 50 cents an hour. Yes, sir. I ain't smell what y'all getting, $2. You were getting $2 something a day. That's that money be to my feeding them little African kid. My mom making enough money to feed one African kid. Not two, one. That's what you get a day. Then they move you to $2.30 something an hour. Then it came to $3.35 an hour. And I came to work for it with $3.35 an hour. Then they came with that $5 stuff. You like, ooh, but what? Well, I could have used this back then. Then they moved, $7? What is it now, $10? 7 something? 7.20. Yeah, that feel like that's enough. Folks made out $3.35. But you believe that? People made it though. People made it, so when you got more, you kind of learn how to make it. But this is what happened with the so-called Negro. He got more and he got stupider because he increased his debt load. Nobody told her, you've been living off $3.35. It's going to $5. Still maintain him, take the other difference and put it up. See what I'm saying? So when you start to live to $5 an hour, you put up enough to where it don't hurt you. First thing we did, we were living at $10 an hour at $3.35. So $5, this ain't shelf. That's because you already living too high. 3 principles. What are my 3 principles for money? Save some, spend some, give some. What you don't do? You don't spend it all, you don't save it all, and you don't give it all. Them the 3 principles of money. If you're doing anything other than that, it's just completely stupid. Those are the 3 principles of money. Now let somebody tell you different, and go ahead and do it. The people gonna tell you different. See if they're in the same spot you in. That's the only thing you can do with it. It's 3 things you're gonna do with it. How else you gonna keep getting it? You can't get it. Take your seeds, eat your seeds, and tell me where your crop coming from. Huh?
Can't get one.
Why you can't get one?
You plant nothing. You ate it all.
So if I spend all my money, how am I gonna get some more? That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. See, we had farmer sense. We ain't even got that now. They say, I can't do it because my bill. You need to get rid of something. If I can't do the 3 principles, I can't do nothing with it. That's just being honest. I need to get rid of something. Because otherwise, I'm gonna be poor. You're going to be poor the rest of your life. They teach us, they real to be poor. They don't teach us economics. They teach us math, they don't teach us economics. How practical is it? All that geometry and calculus is good. But if I'm broke, Dave, how smart am I? Not smart at all. I know algebra, I know trig, but I'm hurt, I'm broke. Then you don't know nothing. You don't know nothing. It makes absolutely no sense. It's only 3 principles you don't need to know. Save some, give some, got to do that. Can't save it all, can't give it all, can't spend it all. Those are the 3 principles. Y'all want to know how to do it? That's it. You got to break it down, and you got to maintain that way. Otherwise, you're going to be outside the game. They count on people to be outside. People outside to do anything. That's how they get criminals. That's how they get them. They put you outside, and they make you criminals. The system not designed to help you to try to build or get a family or try to do something. That's why some people say, I want a family. I can't afford a family. I don't know. If one person learns how to maintain it with themselves and another person learns how to maintain it with themselves, and the 2 people get together, and they take the 2 maintainers and put them together, they should get a profit. But they pretty much rear us for debt, the struggle, because then it'll break you up. I'm trying to help you out. Listen, none of these schools from college, they don't teach us that. These are principles that you got to get a job. You're going to have to get a family. It's going to be, it's innate in you to be with someone. That's what I want to do. But the way they set up, you're bound to break up. The financial crisis will crunch you. The terrible spending habits and saving habits, it will crash the marriage. It'll push you to alcoholism. It'll push you to drug. It'll push you to fail. It'll push you to quit. You know what they're looking and say? See, you give black people all this stuff, and they don't even know what to do with it. They will teach white kids. They will get them a head up before they start. Listen, why the baby, before she creates, before he and her come together to say, let's get pregnant, they've already started a bank account. You know what they don't do? The nigga come up with a name after the baby been out for 3 weeks. You had 10 months to come up with a name. White folks already know what they're going to name it. It's already been set. They want to find out what it is. You know what nigga do? Buy a unisex diaper. White folks ain't got time. Let's find out what it is so we start preparing. We have all the girl stuff, all the girl pepper. You see him with all that blue stuff and he go pinky. You done had pinky Tuscadero. Now this done messed up everything. Okay, don't worry about it. I'm trying to tell you why we screw up. And the only reason we screw up because nobody just sat and just told us common sense practices and stuff. Why it don't make sense to try to pre-plan? Go ahead and start. You know what they do? I'm gonna start one. I've been saying I'm gonna start a bank account for you. I'm gonna say, you 39 years old. I've been saying, you know what? 39, I'm gonna start a savings account. Disaster. Those were good in the 80s. In the 60s and the 70s when you were getting pennies. That's the dumbest thing you're gonna do. Say, ain't enough money coming. We had to start setting our people up and teach them how to put their monies up so they could build something. White people buy insurance policy that guess what can happen at the end of the term? A term policy ain't bad if you buy it for the right purpose. You buy a term policy typically if you want to try to pay something off in the event you die or whatever. Now the money y'all say to put up won't have to be taken. The term policy paid for. You get a term for the length of the mortgage. You get a term for the length of bill that you need to pay off. So if something happens in the event that one of you pay, that policy comes along and it can pay that off. So the other person can keep moving. Then you get a term policy. What if I don't die at the end of the term? You get the premium. That's how I set up, so you can get the premium. At least now, how did I lose, Dave? You didn't lose. It's a win-win. If I die, it pays off. If I don't die, I get the money back. If I kept the money, what am I going to do with it? Spend it. F it up. First thing I do, all these kids here, they need they need them Gerber light pots, cheaper little pots you can get for them while they live now, before they get on crack. So by the time they're 18, they can get the cash. They can use that to go to college. They can get rid of some of the debt off the rip. At least they're gonna go. At least they can wipe that first. They can at least wipe that first year or so out the way. So decide whatever you do after that. Now you're real. The first year that was on me. I put that up. From here it's on you. Now make up your mind what you're gonna do. Or you can take that money and you can put it up, and you can learn a skill trade. Most of our kids, we need to teach them skill trades. Right. College are dead end on a lot of ends. Right. I'm not a hater of college. I learned a lot at college. But I'm just telling you what could be real beneficial. I learned more from skill trade. Right. Listen, I learned chemistry, and I ain't learned in college. I'm telling you. I learned my best math outside of college. So did. I know how to measure 8-ball, all that stuff. All right, y'all laughing. Quarter down, head, a key, kilo, all that. I learned my mathematics. Let me tell you what, babe, I was terrible in math in school. When I got to that crack, for some reason I knew math. I'm telling you, listen, man, listen. Listen, man, I learned how to count so fast, 20, take 50 20 to make 1,000. Yes, you gotta be fast. 40,000, I counted quick. You gotta be able to count it quick. Shoot, I count so quick, I used to clip a nigga. I clip them. Every time I clip them. I at least get $1,000 out of it. Drug dealer stupid. I watch how he rolling money. His money don't set right. He got his money rolled. He got too much cent, and he brought extra. I know you don't know what you're doing. This won't take long. We kept boom, 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 boom. Keep count, stacking, stacking, stacking. Got 1,000. I said, it's 1,000 short. That's 1,000 short. Go right back in the bag. That's how I know you don't know what you're doing. I don't know why you brought more money than you should have brought. I never failed. It worked every time. Every time. I was a mathematical genius. I don't know why you'd have brought more money to a transaction that you knew how much it was before you got here. Because you don't know what you're doing, and I watch how you rolled your money. That's what I used to do. So it's things I can teach you people and can help you out. Stay here. Don't try to take that because you'll try it with me, it ain't going to work. I ain't going to let you use it on me. It made absolutely no sense. I've never taken more money than what needed to be there. That made absolutely no sense. This could go bad in too many ways that I would have brought extra money. But just tell you, people don't know, people don't do. You had to learn how to count. You had to know what you were doing on a dime. You had to know how to do it on a whim. You had to know what you were doing. Then you start getting people number. More people don't know how stuff break down, how it go. It's going to take you about 1,001 grams to make 36 ounces. So I started telling me, give it off. You'd have to give them about 502 to give them a half. I just clip them off of that too. Just give you 500 even. Because I know you don't know what you're doing. You clip them every time. They know they do. So I can't give you that because we're breaking it down. I thought you were getting the whole thing, so I can't give you half. I got to take this off. They'll agree to it. You just got to know how to look when you're telling it to them.
It's true.
I'm telling you, all right, you ain't got to believe it. You ain't got to believe you want to, it do. They try to do a half number. That number won't work. I can't sell you half for half of what it is. I can't do it. I got to charge you more because I'm having to break it. That's money too. Okay, don't worry about it. That's the business. They think I'm making this stuff up. I'm trying to tell you, I can help y'all out. Most guys, they don't know what they're doing. A lot of these guys say they're just doing stuff. These guys could be really smart if they knew what they were doing. They just ain't got a brain. You can clip them. It's too easy to clip these people out here. I can help you out. Take your time, slow down. Start trying to do all these different stuff. Just take your time. When you're skilled and you know how to do something, get that master first. Then we'll move into something else. You know what I'm saying? You know what Bruce Lee didn't try to do? Learn all them styles before he got Kung Fu down. Don't nobody say he messed it up. He mastered it. Went from Wing Chun, got that down and moved over, learned how Kung Fu worked. Then he started mixing stuff. Then he brought in some boxing techniques he learned from Muhammad. So all that stuff, he was trying to mix all that at one time. He's still been out there living now. Wouldn't been no need to kill him. It's all that junk. He been like Ed Key. I know many styles. Man can't even fight temptation. I'm just telling you. You know how to... Because you got too much stuff mixed up and then nothing makes sense. Y'all can cut it down a little bit. There's a little tad warmer here. It's a little warmer. Look at that. Chris, why are you trying to melt us down, Chris? Oh, he got a surprise for us. All right, go. Chris got a surprise. You ain't gonna come back shooting, is you? I remember something like that on no white man can't jump. Where did I come out? I'm gonna shoot all y'all. I'm like, oh, let us know up front in that run. Y'all be careful, somebody holler. I got a surprise. Y'all better start asking questions. They just sitting out. Y'all lost the chain, though. How you feeling, Mike? What we eat this morning, last night, and a few minutes ago? What you eat last night? Take me to the wall. Mike, you ain't eating that last night? How many of y'all having a hard time believing that? Mike, tell us something we can believe, Mike. At least lie to us there at this point. Because the truth ain't working, Mike. You didn't eat nothing last night. So you ain't ate nothing this morning. So what you ate this morning made up for what you made last night. How I know that? How I know that? What you eat this morning? Who? Chili beans? Hold on for a minute. The name of it is chili beans, right? Which is really kidney beans. Okay, let's call them what the government name is. Because I've never heard of chili, they're called kidney beans. Right? Kidney beans. You telling me you ate kidney beans without the meat and the sauce? That man, you ate chili. Why would the man say he ate chili beans? Just you ate chili. How big was the bowl, Mike? Show us. Yeah. How deep was the bowl? That big. Let the camera. How big? Do your hand right, Mike. How big the bowl? How deep? Give us some. They can't sit up. How deep in it? Like that? That's about 5 pounds of chili. You had crackers with it? Bread, cornbread. I ain't never ate cornbread with chili. You eat crackers with chili. Cornbread? Oh, you like cornbread with chili? I ain't never, cornbread with chili? I don't think I never had that. It was always crackers with chili. Either way, I don't know. That's a new one on me. How many more of my cornbread chili eaters in here? Cornbread and chili? I missed that one. For real? That's a new one. Cornbread now inside a soup with some vegetable soup or something maybe like that, mixing that with a beef soup. But I was always crackers with soup, so that's a new one on me. You gonna eat some more today? Yeah, he got something else. I got Mike got. Did you have meat in it? Why you look that down? What? That answer. Why you look that down? Who cooked it? Who cooked it? Who? Prince. Look at Prince. Oh, President Cook. Prince, you didn't tell her you be making all this chili and stuff. Why you didn't tell her you be cooking? Gavin done ran. Is that what happened? So you didn't tell her you be cooking chili? Huh? She's known for cooking that chili. You been trying to hide, you been holding out on her. Have you been offering everybody else some? Or if they pay? How much you charge? What y'all heard? What y'all heard? I don't really charge. What that mean? Buy the ingredient. Buy the bowl. What kind of bowl you bought? Metal bowl? Big old jump. A facet bowl. Or a big plastic bowl. How big your plastic bowl is? Hold on for a minute. Your chili, how big is your chili bowl? That's a 5 gallon bucket. How round is it? Goodness. Yeah. That joker get, boy, you had to make that thing one of them tractors with the bucket on the front of it. That man said, this, that's a lot of chili. That's a lot of chili. You like chili like that? This joker be eating. I'm gonna try to move forward. We gotta get ready. Y'all don't know when Lattimore, what's his name, Vladimir Putin gonna blow that place up. So who sent that video? I think you sent them video this morning. He was talking. It made sense what he was saying though. Who sent them video with Putin? Oh, Rod. Okay, was talking about how he was saying. Well, it made sense, like he's saying, America in his backyard shooting rockets. He said, I can't go over there and do it to them. Oh yeah, there's a lot of stuff they don't tell her, that they don't show you why the man's so angry, he's so pissed off, him in China, because they looking at rockets getting shot all around them. You think about it, you think, why you want, like, your neighbor you got some people up on the next block from you, they come over in front of your house and start shooting fireworks off. What you gonna be saying? Why you don't shoot that around that way you stand? Well, I mean, I ain't in your yard. That'd be true, you ain't in my yard, but I don't like y'all in front of my yard with it. Why y'all car parked in front of my, y'all live, won't y'all park? We want to park over here. This free right here, we're gonna park right here. See, all this stuff is an agitation and aggression. They actually set you up, and they making Putin look worse than what he is. He's a terrible person. Don't get me wrong, he's terrible because he's one of them. I'm saying he's one of them as far as the system people. But when you look at it, they'll make you look worse than what you are because they will never tell you the full truth. It looked like the man jumped up and went in Ukraine. He said, no, I don't want y'all over here. Y'all around my whole border shooting. I don't want y'all to go over in your area. Y'all got all the ocean. Shoot over there. They're like, no, we're going to shoot right here. Because we got a right to shoot him. We can do this. Y'all don't have no right to shoot him. And they call people get aggressive with them. Then they turn around and make it look like, as y'all can see, we've done nothing to this man. The man is messing with us now. And he see that? You can tell. Then they start saying, and then what pissed you off is saying that, look at him. He finna die. He got a nervous twitch. Now you say, where you get that from? Now piss you out. Now see, That's what you do when you start losing your mind, you get upset. Who upset? See, now he really crazy now. So they drive you and let me tell you something, that's what they do to us. What, you ask anybody black man, what's the story about us when we nice, gentle, calm? Angry black man. But then, where did the aggression come from?
Right, exactly.
See what I'm saying? Then, but when the news comes to show the angry black man again, and the same thing with y'all the angry black woman. You know what we don't hear about? The angry white man. When do we hear about the angry white woman? See, they never get these, they went to January 6th, they showed they behind. We still ain't getting angry black. We ain't hearing they were terrorists. We heard they tried to overturn the election. That still sounds nice and cold. They should have all lost their membership to being a United States citizen. They should have never been tried in the court here. They should have went to Guantanamo. Make an example. Take every one of them bastards to Guantanamo Bay. That's what they should have got tried at. Then we said, I can respect your sister. I said, I can respect that.
True.
You'd have done it to us. There's no way they shouldn't have been in Guantanamo. They should have never been afforded no rights to no court system here in America. They should have been in Guantanamo Bay. They should have been held for 20-some years and then tried. That's what they made us out. They'd have told people from Iraq that they claimed were terrorists, people from Afghanistan, see, we do it to anybody. Even our own. But, of course, they'll never treat them like that, the way they treat us. But I don't need to talk about that no more because I know y'all people don't want to hear and I know where y'all at. Y'all love these people and all you're going to do is get upset because you think they care about you and they don't. You're a commodity. That's all you are. You're a commodity. Nobody cares about you. There's no help for you. You're going to find it in a little while. You're going to keep putting your hope and trust in these people. Now, folks going to come out and let you see for yourself that you're less than a nigga. See, me, one thing they know, at least I'm going to hold my integrity. I do business with them, and I'm going to do business with them because I like doing business, because I like not being broke, and I'm going to do what I got to do on that end, but I ain't going to never sell my integrity to be with them. I'm going to still hold my integrity. Business is business. Y'all know that? Do business with them, and that's just business, but we just got to still, I'm still an advocate for, they don't need to be over us. We need to be able to self-govern. We need to self-rule ourselves, and I believe we can get our people to it. Yeah, I'm telling you, it'd be better when our people can see educators that look like them, police that look like them, judges that look like them, prosecutors that look like them, business owners that look like them. You kind of change the dynamic. That's why white people can be a little calmer. Because out of one of these stores, listen, if it's a store they go in, if it ain't white owned, it's still white controlled. Your products ain't coming from them. Your products coming from them. See, even when Chinese people get their products, or any folks, this is the thing with them, what's good with them. It don't matter who you are when you come on here and you set yourself up. I don't care if you see, oh, the Indians. The Indians own stores that's controlled by America. They pay American taxes. They're going to buy their product. They can ship it from India. You're going to pay American taxes. You ain't going to use no Indian trucks to bring it to your store. You don't use American trucks to bring it to your store. You don't get American stickers on there, and America's going to peel your sign up here. America always got their hands on. White people go in these places, back there white, they feel good about American owned. Dairy Queen. Everything got them sick codes come from Venezuela, but you're gonna go through America to get them. Venezuela ain't gonna get more money than America. See, they always got their hand on everything. I want you, and I want to give listen, I'm kind of like Ray. Listen, I want to go have some fun. I want you to have some. You know what I'm saying? I want you, me and you, I want us to go and have some fun. Our kids, our people, we just need to see ourselves as owners of something. We need to see ourselves working together, see ourselves greeting. Our kids need to see how we greet and how we talk, the respect we have. And then, you know what? This will filter down to them. They'll understand. I have no reason to be aggressive with my own people because then I'm being aggressive with myself. I have no reason to hate my own people because in doing that, I hate myself. So when you start to do business with people that look like you, you start to look at people that educate you, that look like you, all this changes your dynamics of how we operate, just how things are done. You see yourself in a more positive light, but unfortunately, we don't get to do it. It ain't because we can't do it. It's because nobody never gave us the motivation to do it. Somebody has to be an innovator. We got to stop waiting on the rappers, the entertainers, the athletes to do it. These people are not even the majority. Why are we waiting on them?
Right.
Why does it take all the rappers to get together? Why does it take? What percentage are they of the 12% of the so-called people we make? Less than one. So why do we need to wait on them? Guess what? They get paid from us. Go rap and see if we don't show up at your concert, we don't buy your stuff, how long you'll rap. Go see how long you'll act when we don't pay for your moves and buy tickets. They serve us, and we got to teach them that. You will never get on no stage and disrespect. Listen, let them get there. Oh, I take my pen, I stick it in their whole mouth. Everybody walk out. You done. You done. Not just today, you done the rest of your life. You'll tell yourself, I want to apologize. I was running my mouth trying to please these white folk. I'll never talk like that again. I didn't know y'all don't, because that's terrible. That you send somebody to get you and throw you on your knee, act like you're going to suck my penis hole. You know, our women are that desperate for attention, which means we have to go back and give them the right attention so you don't have to look. You don't need no man to treat you like that. Right. You don't need no man to talk to you like that. A man got a song come out, hold. You hear it and you jump into it. Piss poor self-esteem. Oh, man, we need something better. Man, get up and tell me, don't put them hoes up here. Get them niggas, bring them on stage. We out of here, man. We out of here. You said no faggot concert. Man, what you talking like that for? You ain't never seen that? Yes, sir. They got the dad that's supposed to be the baby, jumped up on the stage. He up on the stage. They got a clip on him. They were the guys on the stage, they were pulling women up. He told them, don't put them hoes, get them niggas, bring them niggas. He putting niggas up on stage dancing with them. Listen, these niggas come out of the audience, get on the stage. But guess what? The other people still sat down. See, we got to learn how to show our disapproval, and we got to learn how to break away from them. Don't sit there and keep getting disrespected, because then you still filtering. You causing it to keep happening. We've listened to so much negative stuff. NWA really pushed us to being violent toward each other. Ice-T, all that stuff, IQ, these church war, prayer warriors, messed us up. These guys ain't got no crimes on their belt, man. True. These guys ain't got no crimes. These guys got us out here. Our kids are locked up because these bastards in there rapping. We should have been stopped these people. Women going here, let entertainer piss on them. I was coming on. I don't know a woman that was going to say, let me just piss on. What am I going to get from pissing on you? First of all, it bouncing out, getting on my pants. My pants around my ankle, and they got piss on them. What am I getting? I'm pissing on you. I get more, I want to hear that toilet water. Not stacking that bed that pee. I don't hear that. They're not. You had to move up. All right, there you go. You can't keep peeing. You don't hear that what? That let you know you're right. All right. Ain't no man struggling that night had to carry a piss. What keep you? That lets you know you ain't pissed in the bed. Because you might be pissing in that bed now. I'm listening for that thing. That start, you hear something, you hear that. That's not good. Ship, you got to move till you hear water. All right, that feel better. That's the relief. I told the piss just bouncing out back on my leg. I pissed on the hole. You pissed on yourself. What is the woman getting out of getting pissed on? What did they say? Do y'all understand? These are things we need to talk to. Do y'all know how important it is to get our women to sit down and talk about sex? How low have we beaten our women that you get gratification from somebody standing over you, pissing on you? I did a lot of stuff in the street. I just couldn't get down. Pissing on somebody, that makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. But see, that show you how these guys, and I'm gonna tell you what happened, why these guys do it, from R. Kelly, whoever they do it. It's because these guys were nobodies. So now what they have to do is degrade women. They felt like didn't pay them attention. They felt like didn't, now I'm gonna make this hoe pay. I'm gonna make these hoes pay because I wasn't nobody. And I'm only somebody now because I'm rapping, acting, you know what I'm saying, or playing a sport. I already know what the deal is. It made no sense. I never got none of that stuff. I was somebody, I wasn't rapping. I was acting a fool. But having to piss on a woman, no, I ain't had it. That wasn't none of my issue. So a lot of that stuff is because they can't get nobody. A lot of these guys look at these guys how they look. Lil Wayne, it make no, listen, this boy like they took his face and just wrapped it around the garbage can inside just walking. And these women so stupid. He's so cute, dog. He foreign. Girl, he foreign. The man like a disgusting piece of construction paper with his drawing. He ain't got the proper graffiti on his face. This is horrible how these guys look. But that's his thing. I'm just telling how they look. But you know what? You take them anywhere, women start ripping their clothes off. Which show you it ain't never been about a nigga look. They're there for paper because they have no self-respect. Women have, they have no self-respect and low esteem. They'll be with these nasty looking niggas look like nothing. Disgusting and nasty and filthy, disgusting dog mess, piss. And they'll kiss these bastards. You be like, now that's disgusting. With that face, I know it's some breath in there. I know this thing look bad. They're like, what are y'all doing? Clean cut, hard working man do that, he's done it. He don't stand a chance. Go cut himself, look like, let it draw and let him be dirty around the rim rip. And makes, oh, he's so fun, girl. Girl, he's so fun. You're like, are you serious? Listen, now I was coming along, let me tell you something. You had to be neat, clean, you were done. You ain't getting nobody. But listen, man, I was at that barbershop twice a week. You had to, every twice a week, gotta be there. Twice a week, gotta have it. Had to hit them that Friday, then I hit them that Wednesday. Gotta be ready. There's always somebody looking. These niggas now, disgusting, tore up, it don't matter, filthy, they don't even care, it don't even care because there's nothing to just drive them and say, how you look, what you trying to get? Women look it up, because ain't no standard. She don't have no standard, so he don't have no reason to shoot for nothing. He don't have no standard, so I would never took no girl. She got some rope on the top of her booty, and her pants start down here. You're not going nowhere with me. Come how to kill a nigga. I'm gonna kill a nigga. I'm gonna kill a nigga, cause some nigga, and it gonna be my fault, cause I shouldn't went nowhere with you. What am I talking? Nigga, who looking at her ass? Talking about everybody? You want everybody to pull their eyes out? You brought out him like that. Low self-esteem. Ain't it, man, this is a problem. You're going to wind up having to kill somebody. Be like, can't fool nobody like that. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff look good in the video, and that's what hurt us. It hurt us now. And now these guys, they just looking like, I don't stand a chance. Let me tell you something. A real woman going to want a real man.
That's right.
They ain't going to play. It's a real woman want a real man. And a real man, he wants a real woman. That stuff gonna play out. That stuff, all that fine looking, all that fine. A man who knows, I ain't taking it home now. I hit it, ain't going home though. I ain't taking it home. Tell Mama, look what I got. She's like, I got the AIDS shot right here. God, you got that, I know you got it. Your mama just pull that drawer open, pull that knee like, I knew you were gonna get it. So just come, roll your sleeve up. Go on, hit that on, go, put that thing in there. I know you got AIDS. It's coming. See, that stuff don't even matter no more. True. We would come along, stuff like that was important. At the Rock Hudson, we found out women could get it. Yeah, the white folk, man, you want that AIDS? I tell you now, these niggas come with some help, and these women too now. That woman tell you, said, I got all the help you need. Leave alone. Then she's trying to tell you she got AIDS, and that's on you later. Y'all all right? Yes, but by the time y'all come along, y'all make sure I check them out. Y'all try to get them, because now folk, the internet day, you don't never see them, you just looking through the screen, you don't know what you got. Don't even fool with it. I'm old school, you had to go out and meet somebody. Now, I met some women I called before the wrong number. You learn not to do that no more. Now, back then it was the thing, you be on the phone, you dial, you talk, y'all started talking. You know, okay, you say, oh, damn, no wonder I had the wrong number. Yeah, them right there, they be waiting by the phone. They sit right there by that phone. They said, one nigga, pretty nigga, gonna mess around and dial the wrong number. I'm gonna be right here. Yeah, I'm gonna be right there. Yeah, how you doing? You be like, how you knowing me? I knew you would call. And they fixed the voice and everything. Mess you up. Y'all don't want this advice. I'm trying to help y'all out now. Y'all gonna need my help now. And now y'all come along now with these birth certificates be changed. And all that stuff, y'all done, man. It's a whole nother animal. Y'all gotta get married early. We gotta go through early, because that birth certificate law about to come out here. And y'all don't want to get these things. I don't know how you gonna make it. I don't know how we gonna make it. Listen, they already trying to push that they can change their birth certificate. So now you could track them all this other stuff. You got the digital stuff. They can go take all them pictures. Like, let me see your baby picture. That's too easy. Y'all see what y'all can do with these phones. What you think you do with a computer? You download that stuff, you can go back through all your pictures, make yourself, you're a boy, make yourself a little girl. And you think the family, you pop up that, what family member gonna say, hey man, my cousin, man, that's a nigga. Your family cover for y'all know they gonna look at it. That's on you. Family ain't gonna tell you that. You gonna be sitting here later on, wondering why y'all can't have no baby? Because it's a dude. You trying to figure out why the vagina go way back down? That's a dude. You ain't got no business with no vagina way back up here. No good and well. Tell me, my old lady right, man. Yeah. Rightly wrong. It's the truth, though. Man, no good with no vagina, ain't got no business that high up. Ain't that right? It's bad. I'm telling you, man, it's bad out here. They'll go put some fake eggs in these niggas. Y'all better be careful out here. I tell you, we laughing now. But see, all y'all young people, I won't be laughing. This y'all to the doc coming up. See, for us, we had now the train, but you'd have got them that first night. You'd have got them for all that hell, unless you just somebody that keep going. But now, they getting in for the operation and versus getting on these girls too. Y'all gotta watch them. They're getting on that little funnel. They got the funnel. They wrap that thing up and got the right battery in there. The thing be jumping like it can do something. I'm trying to tell you now. I'm trying to tell you. Listen, it's bad now. They be trying to check to see if it's a girl, and then how she get you and left the door crack, and she standing there like this, and you don't know she got the funnel on. You looking from the back, yeah, they got the funnel. They can piss through the funnel, and the funnel hitting the water, and you're like, oh, I'm safe. I was trying to make sure I had some little feeling about it. You don't even know. They got the funnel. Yeah, they got the funnel. They ain't got to do that no more. They can stand, they like that. Oh, yeah, all day. I had this Diger, she cut me about 3-4 times. Cute little girl. And went up there, and I had to use the bathroom. She said, she went and used the bathroom. I went there behind you. That bastard left the toilet seat. I ain't come back. I was so pissed off. I know damn well you ain't had to let no seat up. No, you sat down. Gonna leave the seat up. You know that's some nigga stuff. It's the first I came in right when she was opening. I said, stop it. Who you trying to convince? You went through the extra to leave the seat. It just pissed me off. I did. I said, man, I ain't got time to go back. I ain't fooling. You just going through too much extra. No, you squatted. Isn't that Joe? And that squat like you got 500 pounds on your back. Y'all like, I better stop. They getting upset. I struck a nerve. Somebody got hit. Y'all better throw them damn funnels away. They ain't have no funnels in them. And then you pull your out of your car, use your thumb, hold it on there and take it off. I don't even want them in your trunk. Get that right. I don't know what's going on with the world. All right, y'all, we're going to move forward. I see y'all done got upset. All right, I'm waiting on them. All righty. I know we got to talk a little bit. Brother Connie, Yahuwah. Good about a lot of them went down on me. I'm trying to get y'all on I'm trying to get y'all looking at vitamin stuff. Y'all need to try to look at these vitamins. Help y'all out. Get y'all. I think Uncle Hay would take someone on it. For life? Do you take for life? What you think about it? Sit down. She see the difference. You see the difference on it. Trying to tell you. See, she be glowing. You can tell you got a glow about you. See that? Ain't know she married that old mean old joker Hayward. She the glow. Hayward, your wife the glow. You the old dog cloud. Ain't that right? That's all right. Yeah, that for life. But I'm telling y'all some good stuff. I ain't just tell y'all. I'm telling what I take now. Help you out now. Help you look better. Help you run better. Help you think better. Clear your mind up. Get you ready. I'm telling you, this stuff out here. Y'all see how many people out? These folks be out for months. I'm trying to tell how to reintroduce some of these people when they come back in here. Ain't that right? Goodness. All right, let's see this. And we miss all of you too now. But y'all start taking something a little better. I took all that other stuff. I told them blood pressure. I took dandelion, hawthorn berry, black garlic, regular garlic, aged garlic, beets. Man, I got a collage of stuff. What all I took, man? I took so much stuff. I took it all. Cinnamon. I took everything they put on top. Olivia. What's that? Olive leaf. What else you said? Cayenne pepper, pumpkin seed. Who else? Oregano. Who else? Fish oil. He like 369. Yellow dog. All that thing. Bladder wax. Hold on. This all at one time. That's what I was taking every day. I ain't talking about over time. I took all that every day. Burdock root, all that. I took all this every day. I took that stuff. That stuff did nothing. Milk thistle. You ain't like all that milk thistle. All that stuff. L-arginine, L-arginine, citrulline. I take that. Yeah, I encourage that. I encourage that. L-arginine, L-citrulline. You're right. You need amino acids. You need those. But I'm saying I took all that together though. I take it now because it does help with your blood circulating and stuff like that. But that for a lifestyle. And I'm not an advocate for a lot. I done tried everything folk can name. That junk don't work. You be wasting a lot of time because you can have more damage. That stuff really don't. I take that stuff. It's just a major difference. I drop my weight down from it. Help my blood pressure better than been. Shoot, before that stuff, I tell you, I took all that to be like 152 over like 94. That's with blood pressure pill. Now I take for a life is like 128, 132 over like 84, stuff like that, 88. And I don't even take none of that stuff. I don't take none of that stuff no more. That's just, I'm a believer. It help people. It make a difference. I'm telling you, anybody that struggle with that blood pressure stuff, man, don't let these folks keep it. That stuff work like dandelion help out certain people depending on how aggressive your stuff is and how far y'all. A lot of times people just go run taking these herbs. First thing you need to do, and I'm an advocate for this, find out what you got going on. I took all that stuff. I still had prostate issue, all kind of stuff, thyroid, and all the stuff I was taking was for it. But the thing is, you don't know the dosage to take. Then you're taking some, and then you might have other issues that's actually mitigating why you had a problem. So if you don't fix that problem, then the other stuff ain't work. All you're doing is just piling junk on, losing money. I'm telling y'all now, y'all ain't got to believe me or keep on messing around. Be laid up somewhere. All right, let's listen. Romans 15:4, listen.
For whatever Nika taught before.
That's whatever it is. Whatever was written before, what was it done?
Nika taught for our lama.
See that? It was written to teach us.
That we through endurance in the coon of the Ketubim
do what?
Might have tikva.
That's the truth too. But let's look at something. And what we want to look at is, let me say something. I tell you what, something come to mind. Let's see how they work out. How about that? EU. Y'all heard it before. EU, they call it Job. EU, what does the name mean? For those of y'all that watch it, it means persecuted. 14, 13, 15. All right? We're going to look at that for a second. We're trying to see, and what I'm trying to do, I guess when I was talking to y'all on the previous few times, we were talking about understanding who we were for being an Ish, understand what his purpose. That's the truth. I originally came to Elohim, but came through ways that weren't what he more or less prescribed for us. I came through by God to try to get there without trying to understand my purpose. I came through with a desire of not dying or not wanting to die, but I didn't know how to exist. And then realized his whole purpose of I chastised him and let things happen was to get me to understand what he really wanted me to do, and that was for me to exist. But in order to do that, I had to understand who I was, like I had to know who he was. And that's something that was important for us to know. Just like with Yaakov, he took Yaakov, whose name was Heel Catcher, and changed his name to? That's right, because he told him, what was it? Because he let him know. He let him know he had power with Elohim. He let him know the favor, so he understood what his purpose, his name meant something to him. See, being here in America, the name they gave, it doesn't really have the meaning, and it doesn't give you the drive to fulfill it. Like sometimes they might tell us what our name mean in English, the English name, but you don't actually live to subscribe to that. Because it's not like in African country and other country, even in what they would call Asian country, they give them names, they more or less push you to live up to that standard. Because of that name, whether it was the name of your grandfather, was the name that meant something, and they desire you to fulfill that. For us, it just, it is what it is. That's you just stupid then. But that's not my name. So you should be trying to persuade me to come back over to what is my name? What's the meaning of my name? What am I trying to fulfill in doing? See, we come out with no aspect. Like being in Japan, the names are that they just names they give them. What's typically the name? I mean, when they give them the name, what's typically what they look for them to do?
Whatever they give them. So same thing like you said. For him, grandfather warrior samurai. And then,
See, his grandfather was a warrior samurai. So his grandfather's name was Chris.
no,
Takshi. Okay. He liked that. You better not pull no knife out on me. Go get my gun. No, go ahead. But go ahead.
And then their profession too. So whatever they did.
Hey, that's a profession.
And
Okay.
So like on my wife's side, they were fishermen.
Okay, fisherman.
So everybody had a tribe like you saw before, and they grew up with that. So
Okay.
everybody community.
What fisherman? They pretty much, cause that was their occupation. Now what does his name mean? So, mean excellence? So see, you driving for that. So you know what? When you give a name, like being over here in America, they don't really push us. Typically, I'm sure over there. So if your name was excellence, and you start doing things that weren't great, what am I going to do? I'm gonna check you on it because that's not your name. Your name, you were required to fulfill your name. But for us, think about it. It ain't. They just say that's your name. You F up your name, that's you. You F up your credit, that's you. But we'll look at our credit. You don't need your credit later. They don't realize your credit is associated with your name. That's right. Your Social Security is there. They ain't just associated, it's also associated with your name. So they get you in a sense over here, but they don't teach us to live up to here or teach us to understand what the will of Elohim is. And that's what we do. Like the book said, be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of Elohim is. And that's what hurt us, since I don't know what his will is for me, other than he just want me saved. No, in order for you to be saved, I need you to be productive in a certain manner. So I need to understand what the manner is. And we saw before that there were people that were destroyed. Who know why? Okay, that's what I need to hear right there. Hold what you got. Let's see. Don't try to do it now. Don't try to jump up now with all this education. Olive should be Mal Akin. They call it first king. See if that's 17. See if that's 20. Maybe 26. Let's try 24. Let's see that what I want. See the Beth or Olive. 24th verse. That's the last verse. So back up. See if that's 20. No, so it's gonna be second. Beth, Malaki. 2 Kings. Oh, no, that wouldn't be right. 25. This is the wrong book. That's the first thing. He in Shamuel. That was Shamuel you was in? Okay.
You're right. It's
24. It was Olive. Oh, you was in the wrong book.
It is in the wrong book.
Okay. Olive. I'm sorry. 1 King. Let's look at something. Okay, that's first. Well, I told you, 24. Back me up to 22. Well, no, don't change. That's the right book. No, this is Olive. It's Olive.
You want Beth, right?
Oh, it was at Beth. Oh, it is Beth.
Yeah, he's right. Beth.
Okay. Beth. Make it 18. Beth, 2 King. That they call it. But this Mal Akin is emperor. Okay, let's see what happens. All right, listen.
Therefore,
Well, you know what? I'm sorry. Take me to 16. All right, listen.
and they left all the Amar of Yahuwah, their Elohim, and made them molten images, even 2 calves, and made a grove, and shakar all the Sabaoth of Shamayim, and served Baal.
Okay, well, baby, they forsook it, then said left. Okay, same thing. So you see what they did. So they had one way, and they wound up going another way. Y'all see that? They forsook it. So they had it just forsake. You can have something and still forsake it. Can you not? It be guys that in marriage, what they do, they have a wife, they just forsake her. They don't give all of the dues or the what's required to give to them. So they're forsaken. They'll tend to just somewhat lack what it is that they give towards something. people do that with their kids. They'll have them still, and they'll still charge them with lack of. Even though they say, well, they hear when they live, they say, yeah, but there's some things that they were lacking that you weren't doing, so you can forsake it. So I want to understand where we were. In a sense, we still had them. Listen.
And they caused their Beni and their Banu to pass through the fire, and used divination and enchantments, and sold themselves to do Rosha in the Un of Yahuwah, to provoke him.
How many of y'all don't understand they talking about they caused them to pass through the fire? They were giving them for a sacrifice to Molech. Molech was an owl god. There was a god they had. Several people that had it, but the Babylonians are typically who we look at. So they would take it. Y'all ever seen that movie Wicker Man? That kind of show you a little bit they did. That's Molech. It's an owl. They would take the kid, they would put them inside the owl, and they would burn them. And it would be a sacrifice they would do to Molech. That's why they talking about letting their kids pay. It sounded like almost like they were just walking through something, but they would actually get them up to offer them up, and they would put them in the fire. See, this would make sense what we did with Yahushua. That's what we did. We put them up. We didn't pay. We put them we hit them up against the Samaj. See, so all the Roshah practices that we were doing for wrong, he turned around and used it. And he turned it right back around and he used it to favor us back to doing something. He used to doing it anyway. So he would tell you to take the heads of all of your of the matah, and he said, I want you to hang them against the sun. So we caused them to be offered up, and we were passing them through the fire. Don't worry about it. Come on.
To provoke him to anger. Therefore, Yahuwah was angry with Yasharal.
How angry was he? He was very angry. That's what he was very upset with Yasharal. Let's see what happened.
And removed them out of his own.
And?
There was none left but the matah of Yehuda only.
See that was it. He moved everybody. He got rid of everybody and just kept Yehuda. That's what he did. He got rid of them and he kept Yehuda because he was so angry with what they'd done. See, we need to understand how we got into these situations. See, when you come along and like people try to figure out, you hear people, they'll call themselves Yasharal, which, you know, there are people of Yasharal. We're all of Yasharal. The difference is Yehuda is the matah that he chose. They're going to come back and put everybody back as Yasharal. And make no mistake. Just like he told Asu, he would get restless, he's going to break the yoke off. Right. So a lot of our people getting ready to break off in their captivity. It's an uproar with our people everywhere, all over the world. They're just not telling you. Yasharal getting tired. Yasharal pissed. I'm telling you, I know I'm pissed. And they breaking out. We're going to break the yoke of these people off. Yeah. When we break the yoke off, then we're going to come back and we're going to subdue these people. Yeah. Don't make no mistake. That book, now they thought this was bad. They gave you a book, and the bad part now you came to an understanding. And the understanding, that's what they pissed with. They want to know, they want you to stay with Jesus. Jesus limits you in your understanding. Whenever you think of Jesus, you think of peace, you think of helping, you think of giving up everything you got. That's associated with Jesus. That's how you know a good Christian. If you give to other people, if you don't hate people, and you do everybody right. But the people that gave you Jesus never did you right and never gave you nothing. That's the only problem I got with your teaching. What they taught you, they've never demonstrated. But they taught it to you to subdue you with it. So now we get back and we learn Yahuwah, and we learn about Yahushua, we learn about the existing one, we learn how he actually worked. Like they told you, it's a sin to be angry. But the man said he was very angry. Anger got a place. Y'all got it. Everything got a place. Let's see what happened.
Also, Yehuda kept not the Amar of Yahuwah, their Elohim.
But did what?
Halak in the statutes of Yasharal, which they made. And Yahuwah rejected all the seed of Yasharal.
Y'all see that? And you said what he did with us now?
And
what he did with Yehuda?
And Yahuwah rejected all the seed of Yasharal and afflicted them.
Y'all notice he didn't say he rejected Yehuda? Come on. And really when they talked about him, it came from him. They saying that we basically talk like we rejected Yahuwah and then talk about him rejecting Yasharal. And the Yahuwah, the Elohim, but walk in the statutes of Yasharal, which they made. Did I drop down to the next one? Okay, come on. And Yahuwah was angry with the seed of Yasharal, and did what?
And afflicted them and delivered them into the hand of spoilers until he had cast them out of his own.
And this was amazing. Now, these white folks would try to sell us on this, talking about them. When were white people cast out, and when white people, all their goods were raped and taken from them? What people are we talking about?
Exactly.
That they were plundered, the spoil, they plundered, they took all our goods. We don't have, how much of the gold we have from Africa? How much of the oil do we have? We don't have anything from them. They plundered. They took everything from us. There's nothing we have from Africa. There's nothing we have from the Middle East. Absolutely nothing. White people still have all their history and all their connections, all their riches, their good. There is no way. But you just think about how ridiculous we look that they gave us a book with white characters in it, and it made no sense because this does not even relate to them. At all. He told you I reject, and to show you that, I let them take everything from him, just like Yahushua. They took everything from him. They plundered him. They even took his clothes off of him. These people raped us. They brought us naked. It's the same practices. Okay, listen. Come on, 21.
For he rent Yasharal from the bed of Daud, and they made Jeroboam the ben of Nebat, Malach. And Jeroboam drave Yasharal from following Yahuwah, and made them Katah a great Katah.
Come on.
For the benim of Yasharal, Halak, and all the Kataim of Jeroboam, which he did, they departed not from them,
Listen.
until Yahuwah removed Yasharal out of his as he has said by all his Abadim, the Nabaim. So was Yasharal carried away out of their own Arats to Assyria unto this Yom.
Oh, let's do something since we're talking. Now, a couple things we finna do, okay? Let's fact find, let's fact check at this point. Y'all got it? So how we gonna fact check? This is what I want you to do. We're gonna look up Assyrian, okay? We're gonna look it up, then we're gonna look at where it's at today. Let's look at where we were moved to. Yeah, we want to see how they were moved. So you know what happened when we do this too, Chris? It gives them an opportunity. When you read in your mind, you start to picture things. When you can really see where you were and where you went to, then you get a better idea. See, the places where you did dwell in, you were in Beirut. You dwelt in all these places. In Lebanon, they keep telling you were there. That's where Unit came from. You were in all these you were in all these cities. You dwelt here. And now they picked you up from here and they moved you somewhere else. And you need to know how you got. The problem is when you start trying to explain to white people about the injustices that have been worked against you, you can't really explain how and why. First of all, you were blindfolded in the bottom of a ship, but he knows where he took you to.
Right.
So now we can go back and retrace and start to see, so you got a better idea. Look at that face. Y'all see them white people? Look at that white man. Notice now the people that sculpture. What white people have look like this? But look at the beard. Look at the shaping of it. Now these are old artifacts drawings that these folks have. This ain't new. And yet look at the face. Look at the hairstyle. You know this is rolled up. And yet the people that sculpture, they remove stuff. We don't know how to go and look for this. Where is this at right here? The Assyrians are a people who have lived in the Middle East since ancient times and today can be found all over the Wow. That the man told, he done this. Now you can be found all over the world. So they keep you out. They are well known for their vast ancient empire, ancient cities such as Nimrod and Nineveh. And Nineveh is in Lebanon. Their fierce invasions include, Nineveh is in Iraq, including into the kingdom of and Misraim. So this is stuff we need to look at. Assyria. Now what name do they call it today? The Assyria. Don't look at the Assyria. Let's call it the people. And amazing when you read the book, when you go back and read King James, certain version, they'll show you in the 26th chapter, I think, in the first verse. Let's see what it said right quick. Allah Hadabarim. I think it's 26:1. Some of them will tell you what it is. Let me see what it says. Al-Ha Da Barim. Is that 26:1? Or is it 27? Well, we start at 1. 26:1. He said 5. We'll come back. Again, this ain't hate teaching for other people, but in order for you to know yourself and to live yourself, this is, and I pull out about it. I ask them. I'm not trying to teach us to hate anybody. I'm just trying to get us to get to a point where we really love ourselves. Right. And you can't love yourself when you don't know the truth. I don't care what nobody say. Somebody say, you know your dad, I don't want to know, I don't want to know. You know your mom, I don't want to know. That hurts me. Why I don't want to know? Because it hurts me. And these people have used that against us, and we've been so destructive because we had known a lot of truths. They never showed us no picture growing up or nobody with no naughty beard. We saw that, I'm telling you, anybody I seen growing up in the 70s, 80s, and you had a naughty beard there, you was a wino. That what you like, a drunk.
That's right.
You were just unclean, unshaven, and you was a drunk. I mean, it was the perception. Let me say that. White people ain't never taught me that. It was just the perception. Because watching TV, white people always be clean faced.
That's right.
No mustache. So clean face looked to be the norm. Well clipped up. So you saw black people with cornrows and stuff. I had as a kid, you start looking, you're thinking, you look abnormal. You don't look like you be in a professional setting. You don't look like somebody to be like in a suit or anything. So the image you always saw, father no bed. When they wore suit, them guys they always had a handkerchief in their pocket.
Right.
They always had a tie. You never seen them with some sweatpants and a jacket on.
No.
Them show they come, father, his hair would be perfectly combed. She come with a beautiful dress with stockings, and she float to the door to open the door for him.
That's right.
The table set, it was beautiful. Kids come and sell, get the handkerchief and put it on their lap or put it, you like,
that's right.
We just sound, hey, I want a napkin on that table so bad to put in my shirt. We ain't have it. But the imagery of what we saw just made it, when you look at you laughing at our black family?
No, I look at
Did y'all, let me ask you that. Did y'all have a napkin at the table? Did y'all put it?
we had them at the table, we didn't put them in the
Y'all, did y'all fold like, I'm talking, was it the paper or was it the cloth napkin like? We ain't had no napkin. How many of y'all done had no napkin on the table? We ain't had no napkin. You got your behind, I'm gonna go get you one when you get through. Having that thing on the table, but I'm just saying, the imagery of it. So when you saw things that didn't fit that imagery, you looked at, in a sense, it was abnormal. It wasn't really acceptable like you accept because it was TV. This is what everybody saw. That imagery played a part of the hate we had. Because I held my family to a stand of, why we didn't live like that? We ain't had no upstairs. Now how they come, they always had stuff. Kidding, time for dinner. Kidding them got their own room. They come kidding and cuddle dub and stuff, and they come down the stairs, their clothes be all good, and they go, they say, ask, a father or something like they want to get us what do you need the money for? I don't know, I just want to get a new bike. Okay, if you go out in the garage and you clean up, and they go out in the garage, move 2, 3 things, they got the money, got the bike. Nobody offered me no money, no bike for moving that. Get your behind and clean that garage up. So I'm just saying, it just made things look like it was wrong the way you were growing up because this was TV. It played a lot of the part in our destruction. White people didn't come in our house and tell us your way is wrong, but you flip TV. Fred Sampson, that made sense. Good time. We weren't poor. We didn't eat dog food, but it made sense that black people supposed to struggle. But I seen a wreck today. I went out there and the man gave me $2. You know what I'm saying? You're like, these niggas got like $2 with their whole life. You're like, so this is how my life is supposed to be. White people's life is supposed to be, they got a car, they had a garage. He come home, he ain't tired, he ain't never come in and say, I got 5. You ever watch Father Know Best? My 3 sons. You remember them coming home and told they got 5? We got eviction notice. Who you saw this on? Fred Sampson. Martin. But while we were laughing, think about the imagery. Don't answer the door. That's the bill clip. Fred Sampson. Every time you look around, they were always in some mess, always on somebody, had to con. Father Know Best ain't never did no conning. My 3 sons, them folk didn't con nobody. There was a business they did. They kid got into so trouble. It was so simple, it wasn't even nothing. You just get, and my mama and father, I used to love it. He'll get them and sit them on the side of the bed and talk to them. I said, now why these niggas don't do me like that? Man, they'll just start crying, open. Paul, I'm sorry, Paul. Hope you see, son. Then let him ride in the police car and come to the job and handle the key. Ain't be cooking and baking. I mean, kids that one dog go fishing, all this stuff. Nigga, kids, the imagery is what killed. They showed white men that they could raise kids without a woman. Y'all remember My 3 Sons? You remember that, don't you? No woman. And he had his uncle standing, Uncle Charlie. Yep. How many of y'all remember how them kids were struggling? Couldn't hardly make it? Sons growed up and did well. From a father raised them, and his uncle stayed there and cooked. Andy Griffin, single father, dated women. Listen, Andy wasn't behind. He wasn't finna get fired. Andy wasn't struggling. Andy get offered a job to go higher, and he was an idiot. They constantly showed you the image of these people growing. You've never had a show. George Jefferson, the first show we had of Black Man Money, and he was a complete idiot. He was an idiot every show. His neighbor, man, he owned 14 stores. Y'all remember that? 14 dry cleaners. How many Tom owned? None. How many times Tom got in trouble and needed money? George screwed his money up. He was a, listen, Bentley worked at the Ambassador. He was, and listen, none of these folks were finna get put in. He always worked. Wendell was finna get him. One in store finna get broke in. Look at when they show you your stuff. They always got a mess, and you can agree. That was more common. That was more normal for you. A white show, no problem. They're going, kid get it. They were playing a rock got thrown and cracked the window. And it's like the big, and it's so simple. We'll fix it. Pa just pay for it. Don't be. What your dad gonna do? You broke a window. Uncle Teddy, he was gonna bring you and sit down. Well, Teddy, we have to start being careful when we throw rock. And little music gonna play. Man, gonna be like that Batman music. Pow! Boom! They will fight. That's the only music niggas heard. Batman music. When they get to fight, pow! Boom! Pow! Oh, that's how you getting. I seen that Batman. I said, I know about that one right now. You see plenty of stars here in Grady hit you. But I'm just telling you that hurt us. So when you can go back and look and start to kind of find out what caused you and got you in this cycle, and then you can make the change. They're like economically. When I talk to y'all, know y'all say, oh, he's trying to insult me. I'm trying to show you how we make a lot of mistakes. Because we go into stuff dreaming at things that don't work for us that way. White people don't tell us the whole end of how they make their money. You just found out how Donald Trump made his money. Before you found out Donald Trump just got $385 million, what you say? Oh, man, white people just blessed. White people, see, man, they just know how to do business. You got an appraiser and paid an appraiser to fake the numbers. The property was only $700. If you had you know how many black people got property that worth $750,000? Right. They could never get nobody to afford nothing to get 300-something million. No. But they not gonna tell you that's how I make my money. Then they gonna do a seminar, $125, $10,000, $25,000, and you gonna pay it. You don't realize, you think I'm gonna sit here and tell you this at this seminar? I'm gonna tell you how to buy property and keep working and building. I'm not gonna tell you what I do. That makes no sense. You think Donald Trump for $25,000, for $100,000 is gonna teach me how to take a $750,000 property and get $380 million from it? Why not? But the math don't make sense, Chris. Do you understand? $100,000 and you can make $380? I don't know what people thinking. Did the math make sense to y'all? No. I'm losing. Why don't I just take the $750 myself and do it again? Right. They make fools out of you. I don't know. I'm saying too much. Yeah, a lot of people pipe dream. I don't listen to that thing. Pipe dreamers. That makes no sense. Why would I teach you how to make $385,000? And that makes sense to you. Help me. That makes sense. You give me $25,000, you give me $100,000. I'm gonna teach you how to make $1 million. If I can do that, just say I can do that. Why don't I just take $25,000 on my own money, $100,000, and I go make $1 million? Right. It don't teach you nothing. Right. People don't think like the Godfather. Watch these moves and think. Listen, when the Turk came to see him, and he said, "Why meet with him?" He told the Godfather, he said he want to know about the million. He said he want to get. He said what? He said $1 million. He said $1 million. He said the first year your profit will be $3 million, and the second year be $5 million. He said, what did I do to deserve that? Right. You tell me I'm gonna give you $1 million. You're gonna give me $3 million the first year. The second year I'm gonna get $5 million, and it's gonna keep growing. He knew this don't even make sense. Right. Why wouldn't you get your own $1 million a day and make you $3 million? Right. How much you making? If you're gonna give me $5 million in 2 years, I'm gonna get 3 the first, 5 the second from $1 million. Why won't you do this yourself? Right. Cause we like niggas. Niggas always thinking they finna get something for nothing. It never worked. Nope. It never worked. I done it. It don't work. It don't make sense. Don't worry about it. Whew. Where we at right now?
Yes, sir.
What is this we got?
Allah
Oh,
Hadam.
Allah Hadam. I ain't give y'all no verse. I get
Verse
26. Oh, 26 and 1. Come on. Listen.
And it shall be when
What
thou
happened?
art come in unto the Aras, which Yahuwah thy Elohim giveth thee for an inheritance, and possesses it, and dwellest therein, that thou shalt take of the first of all the pari of the Aras, which thou shalt bring of thy Aras, that Yahuwah thy Elohim giveth thee, and shall put it in a basket, and shall go unto the Malchum, which Yahuwah thy Elohim shall choose to place his Shem there. And thou shalt go unto the Kahan that shall be in those Yamin, and
do
say
what?
unto him, I profess this Yom unto Yahuwah thy Elohim, that I am come into the country which Yahuwah Shabbat unto our Aboth for to give us. And the Kahan shall take the basket out of thine hand, and set it down before the altar of Yahuwah thy Elohim. And thou shalt speak and say before Yahuwah thy Elohim, a Aram ready to perish was my Abba, and he went down to Mizraim.
We're talking about us being Assyrian. I think in some of y'all do it say Assyrian and some of y'all don't. I know it's a different play. It's just talking about Syrian. Let me see what Syrian at. Syria, hold on. Listen, hold on. And went down.
Ready to perish with my Abba, and he went down to Mizraim, and sojourned there with a few, and became there a Gui, great, mighty, and populous.
Well, hold on. For the Greeks say he was an abandoned Syrian. And he went into Mizraim and sojourned there. A small number. And became there a mighty Gui and a great multitude. Abandoned would be left. The Greeks did things a little differently when they wrote. That's definitely different by saying that because here they were saying ready to perish, but the Greeks say he was abandoned. Maybe they looked at him being left would be the same, perish and being abandoned. My Abba abandoned a Syrian and went down into Mizraim. Let them see where Syria is on the map. Because Abraham came from them. And they'll tell me he was Turkey. There's so many arguments. They'll say Abraham came from Babylon. Then they'll say Abraham came from Turkey. Then they say all that stuff, but yet they record him being a Syrian. You look at when he sent back his Abadim, his servant back, he sent them back to that same area to get him to fetch daughters, to fetch wives for his Benin. I'm gonna just see the map. Hold on, let me see what this says. Come on, slide back on. Syria is a country in the Middle East with a coastline at the eastern Mediterranean Sea. It is bordered by Iraq, Yasharal, what they call Israel, Jordan, Lebanon, and Turkey, and it shares maritime borders with Cyprus. I think Cyprus now, the Greeks took Cyprus. Yeah, the Greeks took that. They came and conquered, they took the area. It's not in the area. Cyprus is a little island that sits out from there that actually belonged back over to us, but the Greeks took it, so that's considered to be like European. So all those things are important for you to know. When you see stuff, imagery is everything. And when you see things, then the history gets distorted. So when they start to tell their story, they'll tell their story as though they existed there before, but they didn't. And this is why so many people, he done heard that. Didn't they tell y'all, Josh, that Turkey was where Abraham was from? In Turkey, in Iraq. But see, they told you about them being Syrian, and what happened when they share coastlines together, and all these border each other. So a lot of things are sold and said, and no doubt, like being over there, it probably what they did is like they done with Sinai, Mount Sinai, is that they probably sold off land and moved it. So now it distorts your history and makes it look like it's not factual. You gotta remember, white people keep flipping properties. They flip property. You flip property, you flip names. If you buy a property, you sell a property, the new owner name come now. So all they done is probably no doubt sold property and say now this is a region of Turkey. But it don't make sense for it to be in Turkey and then the people come back and saying they were Syrian. Unless you came down and you done distorted and you sold some of the land of Syria. Syria actually went over further than where it is. And now you come along now and you cut the land. So now when you read, see, this is all a part of the psyche. The Greeks know this. The Romans know it. A lot of stuff these people know. There's a lot of stuff y'all don't know. See, these people give you history. Y'all might be like, it's a waste of time. This is what hurts us. When we read the book, it's not practical because you don't have an understanding. White people are claimed to certain statuses, okay? They'll say they're Anglo-Saxon. How many of y'all not familiar with Anglo-Saxon? Good, everybody know Anglo-Saxon. One person. I know the rest of these people don't know. I appreciate it, sweetie. They're not fooling me. These folks sit here saying, I'm gonna let somebody raise their hands, I look like I know. Anglo-Saxon are people that came over from another part of Europe and they inhabited England. Okay, these people came in, so they say these different things, they denote themselves, but they originated from somewhere else. So you see them, you'll just naturally assume they're Englishmen, but they're actually, when they know it, they know where they derive from. Y'all got it? So these people give you this, the Aryans. How many of y'all are familiar with Aryans? Not familiar with Aryans? Or Aryan existed. Okay, getting a little more honest now. The people you need to pay attention for that. Aryans, let's look at that. How many of y'all heard about the Aryans in prison? Like the Aryan, and y'all, who the Aryans hate? Blacks, Jews. Say, come on, talk louder.
I'm gonna say everybody's not pure-blooded.
Everybody is not pure-blooded. What?
Pure-blooded white.
That's not pure-blooded white. The problem you got with that, they're not white. They're from India.
That's right.
See, they so dumb. White people don't know where they come. Aryan is not white. These are people that actually come from India during the invasion time. That's how they came with the Vedic religion. The Vedic religion, V-E-D-I-C, the Vedic religion. Then they moved over to Hinduism. See, these people are not who they claim. The Russian came in and invaded. That's how those white-skinned Indians are only missing from Russia. All these people came in, they broke dams. They actually kept water back. When they broke the dam, the water came. Don't y'all know water cut roads? Just like when Florida get through, if that water keeps set, you're gonna see those roads are damn, it's gonna wash stuff away. That's what happened. So it washed borders away. So now it cut new lines. And that's where people get confused and think that things have been that way all their life, and it actually hadn't. But because then all white people, they go back and draw new routes. Listen, I can buy lots. We do this. I can go buy property, right? Go buy, say, 40 acres, right? I can do acre tracts. They'll go back and write that thing out and cut it out, each one of them tracts, and it'll look like it's always been that way. That's what they do. See, white people had a power. They can go inside, they can go in and take that 40-acre tract, they can break them down into 1 acre tract, 3 acre tract, 2 acre tract, or all 1 acre tract. So now when you see across the town, you think it's always been that way. You said there used to be tunnels. I'm going to him. You said, I thought it was bigger than this. This ain't but this white. You don't know. All they did was somebody bought it and they cut it into tracks. They went back and drew the lines out, and they cut it again, rezoned it, set it how they want to do it, and there you go. And now you see all these separate houses. You see the 1 acre, so now you think that's all belong to you, 1 acre. Whole time, all of it was mine. They just went and they just redistricted, just changed it and broke it down. That's what they do with this stuff. When he's saying, so now the argument will be, we reading, it said that Abraham came from Ur, now Ur sitting in Turkey, and they saying they Syria. Now the book wrong, Chris. That's all they do to you. That meant Syria had to stretch over further. You keep cutting the lines. Because remember, they bordered. You know how easy to get over? How many of y'all had next door neighbors, you don't find them in your yard? Or you don't find they got stuff in your yard? Because people tend to come over the line. Does that make it theirs? No. But guess how the law works? If they can do that for 7 years, you just lost it. Who come up with a rule like that? See, we don't know any of that stuff. If I walk through your yard long enough, if I can do that for 7 years, you don't stop me. Do you know by law you can't put a fence up and cut me out? I can take you to court and sue you. How many of y'all didn't know that? Let me tell you something. Me and you could be next door neighbor. I can pour some concrete down because I need to wire my driveway, and I can come over that line and pour it. If you leave that too long, you know you just lost that. We can go to court. You lost it. That's why I over tell you, get out my yard. They get out my yard. You be like, anybody do it? We always, but folk cut through your yard. You put a fence stop them. Can't cut through him. We always cut. Every folk they want you to cut the yard because the folk found out if you keep going through that for over 7 years, by law you can't cut it. I said, you want to put a fence up? I can take you to court to sue you and make that fence come down. You just lost it. They had a Macy's downtown. You remember that Ain't Smell on P Street? People would walk, it'd be cold, it'd be rain. You cut in P Street, you would come out that side, forgot the street on the side. You remember, it had 2 doors. You remember the Macy's used to be downtown? It sat on the corner. People would walk in the P Street door, because you keep walking, you can make a right and go down the street. You could cut through Macy's and come out at the bottom. Macy's would close that door every year, one day. One day out of a year, they would close that door. You'll see it will hurt of people coming through there. They would get stuck, because what they found out, if they didn't do that, that store would have to stay open all night and let people keep walking, because you just took a right away off. See, it's too much stuff we don't know. Yeah, they cut the door. Listen, you been walk through there, it'd be a line of people walking. And you walking through there, you get on that door locked. Everybody got to turn around and go right back. And nobody knew why. You learn later. If they left that door open, they were going to listen, Mason could never close. It used to be Riches back then. And when Mason was Riches. See, I don't know. Don't worry about it. But see, it's important for you to know that, because now let them see the map. Ooh. I want to do these white folks show the original map of Syria before they came and divided. And see the earth actually go over to that region. They go Tyre. This is where, correct, this is where, this should be over in Lebanon. This is where, I want to correct, is that where Unah was from? They called Jonah. See, Capernaum is right over here by Galilee. Let's see, Yasharal. I saw that Aram right here. But Yasharal is down here. Shechem, this is an old map showing you Shechem, Bethel, which was the house of Elohim, where Yaakov would have came after he brought his family out when he stayed with Laban, where he'd have brought them and they'd have built the Beth, which is the house of Elohim, where they would have came here and they would have worshipped, they would have buried their stuff over by there, Jericho. You stand up here, yeah. Ramah Gildad, y'all remember that? Syria, you saying Syria's up here? Aram, yeah. Aram, which is, y'all know that was exalted, which would have had the mountains, the heights. Showing Damascus, which is Syria. This is a city we took, that they took back. This actually belongs to Yehuda. That's right. Did y'all know, how many of y'all did not know that? This belongs to Yehuda. That's right. We lost this before, and Yasharal took it back for us. It's in your book. They took this back for us. We lost it again. This was us. That's why if you notice that Shaul, you remember when he was made blind, he was on his way to Damascus. Because in Damascus, that's where we had synagogues at. Which you would have typically would have called something like Kanas. Kanas is a word y'all want to write down. K-A-N-A-S. Phonics, I think, is K-A-W. Let's see, K-A-W, Kanas. Kanas is what you want to mean. It means to gather. It means to gather or to wrap. I think the Jewish calls they place something like Kanisa. Kanisa, they'll call their place, we call it synagogue, they have another term, but they actually stole it and took it from the root word. Kanasa, what you want to know, it means to gather or to wrap. So that's why he come back here, that's what he's going to do. Our word, when they say he's going to gather us, it's actually Kanas for us. That's actually him bringing us in and wrapping. I got Syria, Iraq over here. See, Iran is over here, which is Persia. Lebanon, that's Lebanon. That writing is terrible. You see how these kind of go over here and border in Yasharal. You see this? So they're showing you green right here, and then they're showing you Lebanon. The only problem you got with this, Yasharal actually goes into Lebanon. See, they're breaking this off and doing it different. Your border actually went into Lebanon. Beirut, which is a city again, you actually were there. All those actually your cities. If you know that, you look, Beirut had been in conflict for over about 40 years. That's how they keep us away. Why would you go there? Y'all ever seen the news? They always talking about every time Lebanon, destruction. That's why they keep you away. They teach you one area, one place. He told you clearly, he gave us all our coastline. He told where the sole of his feet was. He said, that's yours. We treaded all the way through Lebanon. That belongs to us. He said from that great sea, even Lebanon. Look where Lebanon goes. Lebanon goes all the way to the water. So these were borderline because that maritime town share was shipping. Y'all know what the biggest money at today? It's in shipping. Yahuwah set us up for shipping, transportation. That's why we're good at what we do. And transport, he put us where, what you think you were doing? I don't know what they're thinking. But that's why he put it there. Now, none of the niggas own know how about no water. White folk own all the water houses just like Florida. That's why he come here ripping them apart. We would have made that our coastline. You know how important it is shipping, trading? Nobody teach us that. College, these folks don't teach us nothing. The Greeks now came, conquered these people here, and started putting churches. See them crosses? Putting them churches. Now, Turkey just came back here just recently, about a year or two ago. They just got rid of it. One of the oldest churches they have, they just came and took it from and changed it to a mosque. It was a big mess about that. It was an old church. They had put him, they came and they took these places over. They started pushing their stuff back over. I think they changed the name of Istanbul to something else back at the time. But Turkey done started regaining themselves. They kicked the church out. They took that church temple over and turned it to a mosque. They were pit, because that's their history. They looked at, you had no business here. It don't belong here. No church gonna be here. They pulled it and they took it back. See, everybody else getting this, they were starting to regain their consciousness, even though their religion ain't older than ours. They realize, you ain't got no business putting no church over here. They know anytime they put a church somewhere, that means you've been domesticated. Well, I had to tell people over and over, they say the church, I said, synagogue. Church, they said, oh, I'm sorry. I said, have you ever heard me use church? I don't know why it's so hard for black people to keep saying the church, your church. I said, I don't have a church. Synagogue. I keep, every time they can't get out of synagogue, they start getting, they say, oh, my apologies. I said, oh, you fine. Synagogue. I said, not a church. Church means you've been domesticated. I'm not a dog. Y'all got it? Right. And see, I know y'all might feel like time wasted, but you need to watch and look and learn what you haven't been told. Now, we'll look at something right quick. Now, y'all see how they divide these areas and color them off? So this will make you think this is as far as you go. Right. Correct? Right. So let's see what he told us. Let's see if that's the book. We'll come back, Yahuwah. We looked at that. Look at, see if that's Yahushua 1 and about 7 that they call Joshua. Just want y'all to, we just want to understand who we are. I'm telling you, when we learn who we are and what our real connection and what the will of Allah is for us, you'll see the change we'll get. The reason why we ain't getting a different result, we don't know anything. You can't give people something that don't know nothing. It makes no sense. We don't have any idea. When you picture these places, we don't know these places because you've never been there. People, when you hear somebody say, you know what, Chris, I'm going to go on vacation. Where I'm going? Everywhere I'm going. Syria. What are they going to say? Syria? Man, I thought you were going to Hawaii or somewhere. What I'm going to get in Hawaii? From our history, there's a pineapple, exactly. But you see what I'm saying? When you look at places like, look, we're gonna go to Jamaica. Jamaica don't have our history. I don't know why these people keep thinking these places. They don't have our history. They don't even know who they are. Do y'all know Jamaicans believe that the Garden of Eden is in Jamaica? I'm trying to tell you, these people not intelligent. These people been sold a bill of goods that they believe that, listen, I was on the road, I went to the restaurant, they had it on the wall, I was reading that thing. I said, I'm gonna piss on the floor. You know you read, because you ain't supposed to, that's why I don't like reading. I was saying, that thing saying that the Garden of Eden was in Jamaica. So, but think about the pride. You know they see pride and how they be aggressive, because in their mind they think everything started there. See, they sell these people back, so now we're gonna fight with each other. Because I know it's wrong information, you believe it's right. But we've all been sold lies. I believe I'm black. So both of us have been misinformed, and the detriment in both of us saying, look, Jamaica, this is what's bad with Jamaica. You go to visit a place where everybody's poor. You ever look at the places we go and see we go to. Notice whenever we go, St. Martin, what state are the people in? What's always the color of the workers? And they claim the fame and always their greatness with God. The richness of their country and all this stuff. You get no benefit. You know how piss poor it is that you're in your native country and you're piss poor. There is none of these islands. They're all poor. Yes, there are some people that do well, but you won't find them being the workers. All these people are always the work. What black country we got where these folks be doing well? Haiti, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico. Just name me one. Some of y'all been there. Tell me when they come, we go to all of them doing well. Listen, people don't even know. Nigeria in the early 90s, I would say probably back in the 50s, Nigeria used to be responsible for 40% of the oil in the world. They're down like 2%. And they'll tell you how intelligent they are. Most people don't even know Nigeria got more oil than most of these countries. How, don't you? Nigeria has plenty of oil. When you ever heard about Nigerian oil? You hear Nigeria, you hear about crime, killing, war. You hear about them girls getting kidnapped. Nigeria has plenty of oil. They used to be responsible for 40% of the oil in the world. They're down about 2%. Now you want to know why they got the kidnapping? You know why they got the kidnapping? Because they know their government is behind them not getting this oil out here while they starving. That's why when they show these black countries, they're stupid. Black people fight black people. Because the only blacks they let get in position are the ones that bow to white people. They had the king of Nigeria. He was talking with Queen Elizabeth there. You know what he said? 98% of our country are weeping for her. She oppressed you guys. Her family dominated Nigeria. That's why y'all left Mizraim. They were the original Mizraim. They were the original people in Mizraim they called Egypt. They moved. How many of y'all didn't know that? They moved them. Nigerians, listen, none of these people are smart. Nigerians are not original people there. They are the original Mizrahites. That's why the African people said, I really just laughed. I said, you couldn't possibly know more than I know. It makes no, you don't even know who you are. None of these people have their original names. Ethiopian, the Greeks gave, their name is Ethiop. It means I burnt my face. You think I named myself, I burnt my face? White people saw them, and the Greeks saw Ethiop. You burned your face, because they look at my face ain't like yours. So they were, I am Ethiopian. What does your name mean? The original they were Axiom people. These people don't know. I'm making this up. Let me tell you something. White folk laugh at us because they know we stupid. Nigeria is nothing but a Mizraim. They removed them out of the land and put the white-skinned people there. Don't you know? Look at their noses. These are the faces that were on the Sphinx. We made their faces. We carved all this stuff. Look, I'm going to tell you what you want to watch. Watch this with Nigeria. They're very good at math. They're very good at cunning on things. Because they're Mizraim. They used to rule the world. That's why they'll beat you in business. Quick. It's innate. It's in them. They used to rule the world. Now they still here in Nigeria. And they hold claim to fame. I'm from Nigeria. No, nigga. You from Mizraim. You just don't know it. They moved them. Let me say. Niger, nigger, is the name of the place. Why you think they moved them now? The water black. That's why it's called Niger. It's the nigger water. They looked at you. The Black Sea is actually called the nigger sea. The water was black. You actually think Russia, these white folks start off over here? The water is black because of the people. I tell you what, let me put your black skin in some water. Let's see what color that water turn. What color that water gonna turn? White? Wow. Wow. The water favored the people. Black Sea, you got oil. Why y'all think Russia is the biggest oil producer there? Where does Russia sit? On the Black Sea. Can we pull this up, please? Y'all don't know that. Let me tell you. Y'all see what happened, y'all? Y'all so busy trying to learn Jesus love me, yes I know. Cause you hear little stupid hoe. Man, I ain't saying no stuff like that. Jesus love me, yes I know. Cause I am his stupid hoe. That's not. Yeah, Jesus. They tell that element. Y'all be saying that, and you the dragon. Yeah, Jesus, love me. Why? Cause the Bible tell me so. People don't like stuff like, why you gotta teach about this? Why you gotta do that? Finland, all that's your border, Russia. Where we at? Black Sea right here? I see Finland over here. And Finland borders Russia. The bottom? Well, Finland up here. This is Finland. The Black Sea? No. Moscow, I seen Moscow, and Finland borders Moscow too. Should border Norway. Okay. Okay. Look at that. Turkey. Look at him. Black Sea. Russia, Georgia. Look at Turkey. All these places, Istanbul, that's their capital. So all this stuff right here, borders. You see that little gap right here from Istanbul, that water come over and come here. The water gonna favor the people. So all them people done run in here and took all these places around you, and now listen here, you nomads. You don't have nowhere. You like a cheetah. You ain't got no dwelling place. Odessa, this is a part right here that Russia want to take. This is a major shipping line right here. Major shipping coming out here, and Russia needs to capture that. Everything these people do is key and calculated. He ain't just taking on land, he's taking key points. Yeah. Key part where the Black Sea got, can you do that? Look up what precious goods are in the Black Sea. Let me see why they fighting. That's why the U.S., that's why NATO there. That's what NATO at. They over there in the Black Sea, and they surrounding them, and they fighting them, and they pushing them back, because they trying to take, they don't want to get them resources. People don't know, man, listen, Russia is a major oil producer. Major. And you know who should be getting that money? The nigga. See, we don't have no idea. It's freezing over there. And them niggas ain't broke. You broke. Because nobody ain't taught you nothing. That's just being honest. These folk killing us out here, man. Black mud, possibility of mineral enrichment in Black Sea. Springer Lake, whether the Black Sea is the largest. Oh, what's that? Anic water bodies in the world. What's this? What's that? Anoxic water body. Everyone looked at it in the water where oxygen, hydrogen, sulfate interface exists between 100 and 250 meter water deep. You see this? These are waters you need and stuff that produce oxygen and hydrogen. You don't need that? Sulfate, all this stuff. These folks got black mud stuff. Why we don't know about black mud? Them product. Why we don't know about none of them products? Everybody that sits around that water, Afghanistan sits over around that water. Afghanistan has like over 1,500 precious minerals. They're one of the countries that they have more minerals there than anywhere else in the world. That's why they went into Afghanistan to fight it. They don't teach us nothing. You know what you say? Ain't it but some sand niggas over there. White people ain't stupid. I will fight you for nothing. White folk will fight you for something. They're going to get something out of it. It's going to be profitable for them. A nigga throw all his bullet, all his gun, all his fight, and people gonna die. The white man is going to prosper. That's why NATO is there. Can we look up where NATO at? Y'all see what it take? What did you find out? What did you find out from me about the Black Sea? They got anoxic water, which we talk about the oxygen, hydrogen. The rock is composed mainly of granite, quartz. You know we need all this stuff. Quartz, granite. We don't need that. Y'all know about it. I mean garnet. Well, I'm saying granite. Garnet. What's this? What's that? Feldspar. And minor, what's that? Biotit, some kind of there's some kind of chemical tit that they make. And with carterite and carterite and accessory minerals such as what's that? Zircon, I ain't never used that before. Rutile and what's that? Apatite. Listen, I guarantee there's some these crackers making money off of. The reason why we don't know about it, all we know what it, gold and silver. These white folks look at these remember him, and I want you to just see something now. When they showing you some of this, 8 amazing facts about the Black Sea marine insight. What is about has been one of the most famous inland seas around the world with the strange features, including a high level of minerals. Now you had to go get, don't worry about it. But and the reason why I want y'all to see this, because I want you to just pay attention. This is from just this last month, the 22nd. The Black Sea has been one of the most famous inland seas around the world. Y'all know how many seas we got? How many different? Do y'all understand how many we have? And this is one of the most famous with the strange features, including the high levels of minerals. This is why these folks fight. Let's just look at where NATO, can you show where NATO is bordering right now in the Black Sea? You think these folks are over here in the Black Sea with all their military because they just want to shoot missiles? That's what they'll tell you. We're trying to protect the land. They know what's in this water, and they're not finna let one white man sit here and control it. Now, if it means people gotta die, people gotta die, including you and me. Oh, it showed there. At the present, NATO has land borders with Russia spanning 754 miles across northern Norway, eastern was that Latvia and Estonia, and the borders with Poland and Lithuania around Russia's was that Kaliningrad, whatever the name is, regions. Finland joining would add 850 miles of continuous border along. Do you know Russia told him he better not let Finland join? Did y'all know that? This has been an argument about Finland joining. And this, because this is going to get them 830 more miles of continuous border along northwestern, taking the total to 1,584 miles. This is him. Now let's look at these countries y'all seen. Y'all seen these countries? Let's see where they sit at. So we go back and look at that map you just seen. The one you had just a minute ago that showed the Black Sea and showed what's around it. I'm gonna see the Black Sea, show them where you are. That show NATO map. Woo, that thing terrible. I don't think they can see that because that blue is sitting down. The one you had the first time, where it showed the Black Sea in the middle, it showed you showing that you can see all the different countries around it. All the images. Okay, this is the one right here we're saying. Okay, right here. We blow down. Let's slide down a little bit. What are the countries we saw that they had around here? Here we again. This one don't show all of them, do they? There's Russia, Ukraine. And Ukraine gonna border Poland. Poland should border them. I'm saying, I know Ukraine, I'm saying you the Poland, it don't show me Poland, because Poland should border them. But typically all the countries that they showing you that they getting and they trying to get in Finland, because they get them the discipline and go through to try to control them so they can get these other minerals so they can siphon them out for themselves. And the reason why I want y'all to see this and want y'all to consider something and why you've been moved from every place that you've been taken from, because every one of these places got something with them, and that's why they took you out of them. You didn't leave Syria for no reason. Syria has a lot in it too. All the countries, all the places they moved, Israel. Most of y'all don't know Israel had the more pure diamonds than anywhere in the world. Nobody had better diamonds than Israel. Don't believe it. White people came here, they mined all the diamonds out of it. Y'all remember they had the gold rush through him. None of these people had diamonds more pure than Israel. None of them. And that's why they moved you out of those places. Everywhere you had in Havilah, he told you there's gold there. All these places that you've inhabited, you've been moved. And the reason why you need to know that, because it's not just a religious move that you've been broken from. You were broken from an economic rule. And this is why you sat in the situation you sat in today, economically and spiritually, because you don't realize they ripped you on more than one end. Look at where you at. What riches, what goods can you find in the projects? Crack, heroin. Those are your goods, those are your rich. And where does this money go to? Back to his pocket. So if there's any money that you could possibly be gaining and getting, he's still gonna get it from either way, from you using it or either you trying to sell it and from the arrest. The use of it is going to destroy you, and the sell of it is going to get you out here and get you incarcerated, which is going to destroy another generation. So you've never been put somewhere that's actually set to help you or benefit you. That's why when you get taught the word, you really got to look at things from a bigger dynamics than what it is. You've been removed for a purpose, and it was for you to look at the estate you're in. This was not your original state. The so-called Negro had been broke so long, he had been spiritually raped so long, he's not even looking for an out. Most of you guys, let me tell you something. I watch your faces. I can pick up your aura. You don't see yourself actually being saved. Because all of the history dealing with you has been impoverished, disease, and wars you ain't won, wars you lost. They don't even show you fighting in the wars. In the Civil War, they're going to show white people. Name me black hero from the Civil War, Chris. Name me some. Come on, former military. Black hero, black fighters. Military, black fighters. Yet we fought in the Civil War. What's the purpose of that? Because they never want a black man to have a mind that he beat a white person.
That's right.
You don't record no foolishness like that. Some black man you got rope around here in niggas' car. Why you think they try to erase Nat Turner? You never want black people sitting around thinking they can get some stuff and get some kudos from killing white people and be white people. So y'all saying you want to be saved, you can't be saved unless you want reality. Reality is you got to look at how everything's been done. Do this for me. Look up the minerals in Syria. What minerals or riches are in Syria? Minerals, yeah, precious minerals, if you don't mind, precious minerals or resources. Yeah, you want just precious resources. The natural resources of Syria include iron and ore, crude oil, phosphate rock, magnesium ore, asphalt, marble, rock salt. Salt is major money. Major. In the Middle East, salt is king. Did y'all know that? These niggas will get salt and kick it over. And what's this? Gypsum? You said gypsum?
That's drywall.
Drywall?
Drywall, yeah.
See, all this stuff here, you can't use none of this stuff today. Magnesium, you need magnesium for your stomach. Do y'all see that? The government controls most of the economic activity. Who's allies with Syria? Russia. Guess who's trying to take Syria? Who wants to go into Syria? America. Guess who's been fighting them, holding them back? ISIS. How many of y'all heard about the terrorist group ISIS? Guess where they at fighting? In Syria. What did you do? And guess who they fighting? The government. Why? Because the government controls most of the economic activity. What do they look like? A bunch of terrorists just blowing it. How they gonna use goods if all of them blowed up? See, this is the thing you don't get and what you need to understand. In order for you to get the truth about your salvation, you need to look at the truth of everything going on around you. What has the story been you've been told? These just a bunch of sand niggas want to blow up everybody. When these people fighting their government because their government is controlling the resources. You need sheetrock to build homes.
Right. Yes, sir.
You need asphalt for roads.
Yes, sir.
Magnesium. Y'all done heard of milk of magnesia?
Yep.
Magnesium calms you. Look at how erratic the nigga is. Do y'all know magnesium is used to calm you? A lot of y'all with blood pressure and hypertension, magnesium would calm you down. So if you were in your lane, guess what? Nigga could calm down.
Yes, sir.
Your digestive tract. You need magnesium in your digestive tract. You don't have it, and you wonder why you got so many stomach ailments. Our women. Our men. Think about this. Where you came from, you had what you needed to sustain you. You think this man pulled you out of places that got all your resources to keep you alive, to get you cognate, and he just gave you the religion because that'll save you. If that were the case, why Yahuwah had to take us and put us in the land with all the goods? The word should have done it. He should have just, the word by itself, why would you put me somewhere where I needed the leaves and the fruit? Why I needed the sun and I needed the rain? Why would you put me there when all I need is the word? Your digestive tract plays a part of your mental. Third chapter right quick, the book of Philippians, 3 and 15. I know it look like I'm all over the place. I just want y'all to get conscious about something. Because y'all really don't know. And I'm wasting a lot of time. Let's see what he told us. Listen.
Let us therefore, as many as be Tamim.
Talmud is complete. That's why they mess up. We hear words like perfect. Perfect means you can't make no mistakes. Complete just means you're done. I'm finished. And many of us that be complete, do what?
Be thus minded.
Let's look up what thus minded means. Can we look what that means? Yep, meaning. Well, I learned to, no, I don't want to know about no Sunday school. So why them definitions? Somebody gonna read that stuff and take off with it. That's somebody's Sunday school teacher. Sunday school teacher dumbing folks around. So thus mean as a result or a consequences of this. Therefore, y'all hear that? So we would say the same mind we would say it. He's saying, but they're telling us that the definition of thus is as a result or consequences of this. Y'all got it? Okay, let's see. Let's go back to look at what it said. Oh, minded, well, I mean, inclined to think in a particular way. As a result, let us think a certain type of way. Mm-hmm. Doesn't that make a difference?
Yes, sir.
What was our definition of, what was our thinking of let us be thus minded before? Okay, what you said was? Same mind? But, I mean, that's my thing. That was my thinking. But when you look it up, it's not actually that. That's because of the consequences. Because of the consequences, let's incline ourselves to think a certain way as a result or consequences of this. Now he's telling us to let us be minded. Let's see, minded again. Inclined to think in a particular way. Let's go back and look at what it wrote, how he wrote it. So now we get a better understanding of what we were asked to do. The problem we've been trying to do something we hadn't understood what he wanted us to do.
Right.
Let's see, 15. Now let's do this. Before we go here, go back to 13 and we'll come down right quick. All right, listen, 13.
Akeem, I count not myself to have apprehended,
But,
this one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind,
and doing what?
reaching forth unto those things which are before.
Go ahead.
I press toward the mark for the prize of the high calling of Elohim in Mashiach Yahushua.
Y'all see what he do? By forgetting those things behind him, he said he reaching for and he pressing toward the things that are of a higher calling. Let's look what he told us.
Let us therefore,
As
many as be Tamim,
the ones that have already left the other things behind and cut them off and forgotten them because you're trying to achieve a certain status. Do what?
be thus minded,
Being thus is what we said thus was.
as a result of consequence.
Because of the consequence. If I'm trying to gain something and I'm trying to obtain something, I told you what I did. I left and forgot the other things. I put them behind me so I would be able to press toward. Y'all saying? Because the call is a higher one than what I've been doing. So he said, now, let us therefore, as many as are Talmud that have completed this, be thus minded. What do we say thus was? As a consequence of minded. Inclined to do what? To think a particular. Now we're inclined to think this way. Y'all got it. It inclines us to think this way. In order for us to obtain salvation, there are things we have to forsake. There are things we have to put back. Let's think about it this way. When he talked about in 13 about forgetting those things behind me. When Yaakov, when he left from the Beth of Laban, the house of Laban, okay? What did they bring with them? They brought, because those were the things they knew. Remember, she brought her guards with her. But when he got ready to take them to the Beth Elohim, he told everybody to do what? Put away the strange God from among you. And be clean and do what? And change your garment. Why? Because we're going to a higher calling. So what they had to do with other things? They left them behind them. They buried them. See what I'm saying? They became thus minded. as a consequence. Based off the consequence, what we're trying to do, we're going to the Beth Elohim, so I got to forget those things. And I got to leave them behind me. So that's what makes sense to be thus-minded. Doesn't that make a little more sense when you're looking
Yes,
at it?
sir.
Same mind, that's what that means. What mind? As a consequence, in order to obtain, there are things you got to put away. Until we start to rationalize things a certain type of way, we're never going to obtain salvation. You know, we're trying to be saved with the same stuff we've been doing. Why didn't your code make them put it away? Why did they even have to change their gun? Why did they have to be immersed? You had to be clean. All these were things, even the Kohan understood, you had to cleanse yourself. We said, having therefore these promises daily, copy be, do what? Let who? Cleanse who? From what? And he would have got that from your code. That's what they let him do. We got to be clean from all filthiness of the flesh, for the basar and of the ruach. That's the only way you're going to get it. And the problem we got, a lot of y'all still got the same old mind. And you ain't going to ever change. You ain't ever going to obtain salvation unless you have the same, when you continue to have the same old mind. See, you got to see where you were before you finally recognize yourself in this state. Even when you're trying to get conscious of yourself today. The problem is you don't know who you used to be yesterday. Y'all understand that? The only thing I know about myself is born at Greater Hospital today. That doesn't give me a lot to work with. Okay? That does not give me a lot to work with. That my mother was born in Hancock County. That does not give me a lot to work with. That my daddy was born in Greene County. This does not give me a lot to work. I need to know what was my estate before. See, when Yasharal came out and they got in a different situation, they could revert back to think about. They had fathers to consider. They had some things to work. Even in their ignorance they were there, they still want to know particular, what is your name? You know what your parents would tell you about getting in the car with people? What would they tell you about? Somebody must have taught them that. Because when Mushak came down and told them that the Elohim had sent them down to the living room, they wanted to know what was your name. Somebody told them not to leave with strangers. You don't know them, don't leave with. We should have never left with Jesus. Come on, preacher. You know what strangers would do? They came up try to get the car. Hey, little boy, let me borrow for a second. Come here, you walking down the street. Let me borrow just you for a second. Show how we do it. Let me borrow. You walking down the street. People say, hey, come here, hey, man, come on, get in the car with me. You be no, come on, man, come on, get in the car. I know. And you know what I say? I know your dad and them. Y'all a stranger. Why would they tell you that? They make you drop your guard so you'll go. See, when we were going to go, that's why he had to tell us. He couldn't just tell us what his name was. He had to tell us that he was the Elohim of Abraham, Yassakak, in your code. Now I'll listen. You good. See, even kidnappers understand that. Nobody goes, hey, I'm a stranger. You don't know who I am. Get in the car with me. I'm going to drive you somewhere and kill you and hurt you. What kill anybody? You're wasting time. You got to get them to drop the gun. You got to get them to become comfortable. You got to make them feel like y'all familiar. You know what I'm saying? And Yahuwah had to let us know, I'm familiar with you. I know you. I know your Abba. Y'all got it? I know your start. I know your ending. I know what I have intended for you. We just drop down, hold my butthole up, and let Jesus in. That's why it's so hard to bring it back. Once that butthole open up, and that thing open like a hula hoop, you ain't closing that back up. Ain't no just closing that thing back up. Your booty hole open like a hula hoop. What you think you to close that back up? That's surgery. And the reason I ain't gonna do it like Boogie, I ain't trying to go through no surgery. Isn't that right? So listen, so let us therefore, as many as be taught, mean be thus minded, which we said thus, as a consequences of thinking, inclined to think. I like that, inclined to think a certain way. And if anything you be otherwise minded, this also Elohim will Kazum reveal to you. That's what I'm trying to do. Get you to think. If you're trying to obtain, this is how you have to think. Come on.
Nevertheless, whereto we have already attained,
Which we've already come.
let us halak by the same rules.
See that we may be of the same mind. Let us also continue in the same rules, which is going to be the Torah, so the law isn't gone. Come on.
Our king, be followers together of me, and mark them which halak, so as ye have us for an example.
He put model, which is true. Come on.
For many halak, of whom I have told you often, and now tell you even weeping, that they are the enemies of the two of Mashiach.
They are the enemies of the two. See, for some of us, it was a gain to us. These people, he said, they're enemies of it. Let's see what happened.
Whose end is destruction,
So that's their conclusion.
whose Elohim is their belly, and whose kabod is in their shame.
Why would he use your belly? Because your belly has a controlling factor of your mind. If it's something you really got to taste to eat, nobody can convince you to eat something else. And if you do eat it, and I've done it, you hate you did it.
Yep.
And you know what you say? I should have went with my first mind. So now the next time somebody try to persuade you to eat something you don't eat, you say, no, I'm going to get what I'm minded to do. Because your belly is a controlling factor. Look at your digest. Look at the average person of color. All of us went, we were checked out. What did we all find out we had problems with? Wow. Our digestive tract? Wow. So now, why it makes sense why you think so erratically. It makes sense why you make so many impulse decisions that wind up hurting you later. Because the digestive tract, let me tell you what happened. There was an operation came out years ago with Papa, I don't know if they still do it, where they came in, they were doing the surgery on the stomach, cutting the women's stomach, and they could do it. My cousin's, he's dead now, the gastro, his wife had it done. She wouldn't go home. She would get in the car, go to the grocery store, and just push a burger around in the store for hours and buy nothing. Because her brain, her belly would tell her brain something. Her belly couldn't hold but so much food now because they've been restricted. So she couldn't possibly get all of the nutrients and things she needed in her body for her brain to make rational decisions. So she just wouldn't go home. She would just stay in the store all day and just push a burger around. Your belly has that much control to your brain. You wouldn't think that, though, would you? Let me tell you something. With coats, you know what they use a lot of? Wow, fasting. You'll never find a cult that sit around and let people just eat. They're big on fasting. Because once you're not getting enough minerals, enough eating, guess what? You don't think rationally. Notice every cult do that. Find any cult, you'll always find that they're always synonymous with fasting. Because they know when you're not eating properly, guess what happens? You can't make a rational decision. So now you start to look at now what happens to us. What if you're eating enough, but you're not eating the proper foods? Tell me, I see you shake your head. What you thinking about, sweetie? Wow, y'all hear that? She said if you're eating enough, but you're not eating the right foods, you can't make a proper decision. That's amazing. I'm thinking the same thing. See, so the white man beat you. You definitely not in a cult because you're eating. You're just not eating the proper foods. So your logic is not there when it comes down to your understanding. That's why it's easy for you to just touch and agree and grab something, name it and claim it, because it's not practical if you were eating the right substance. Why you think he put them in a certain place with a diet? Look at our health today. Once your health becomes depleted, once things become abnormal, don't you know it's going to affect you on so many other ends? And now you sitting around and wondering why you sit in the detriment you're in. It's because who's feeding you? You see what I'm saying? This was hurting us. Everything that should have been a normal part of our eating. In the Middle East, you don't eat a meal without bread. Over here, you know we got to teach you. Don't eat bread. It's bad for you. It's because of what they put in it. When y'all came up, what meal y'all had without bread? Every meal was bread. And guess what they learned how to do? Poison the bread. See, you need to know why you make the decision. You might not think it hurts you. You won't think, you'll say so stupid, I'm so hungry I can eat a horse. Do you usually eat a horse? No, sir. Why would you say that? I can't think rational. So now the way they get you is not just, this is the thing you look at. Clean your diet up, which is something we got to do, because you can think rationally, process this. But then you got to clean up the economic impoverishment that works around you. You got to look at what you've been putting inside your mind, what you've been putting, the information you got hurt. They have beat us on so many levels. The biggest thing we try to do, get in and get an education. You think every white person is making money because they have an education? White people buy degrees. They got money to buy degrees. They ain't got time to sit there and do all the stuff you do. They a party more than they gonna study. That ain't every white person. You gonna work your behind off, you gonna study your behind off and still be nothing. And you're gonna continue to create that because no one's taught you how you gotta fix yourself on every end. The book teaches us economically how to do things. It teaches us ruagni how to do things. And it teaches us naturally how to do things. We fail on all those levels. We might have one cover, but the rest of them you fail on. Well, I ain't stupid. I know how to make money. Your diet gonna hurt you. These things killing us. They're killing because this is how you think. You go take your car, put that same food in your engine and see how long you drive. Take the food you eat and put in your car and see what it do. You're gonna lock that engine up. What you think happening to your brain? That's why you come to dead end closure. They knew growing up, black people didn't commit suicide. That was a rarity. Now, because of what they put in their body, that's the most rational thing to do. To kill yourself. Let's look at something right quick. I'll try to get y'all finished. I know they don't want to hear. See that Tahalim, see if that's 68. 68 and 15 right quick. The rest of y'all done went to sleep already on the screen, you fine. I don't know, them shot 9. Probably 9, I'll read down. I know it's long. Hold on quick. It's 68. Tahalim 68. All right, come on.
O thou, O Elohim, didst send a plentiful rain, whereby thou didst confirm thine inheritance when it was weary.
But he let that hide refresh them. See what he did? Elohim, thou wilt grant to thine inheritance a gracious rain, for it was weary, but thou didst refresh it. Come on.
Thy Adah hath dwelt therein, thou, O Elohim, hast prepared of thy tube for the poor.
You see what they did? What were you told about the poor?
Be with you always.
You gonna do what? Not the present. He told you gonna have them with you always. So why when you make provision for them? We have a fund for them. That book. But see, this is what people don't. The man said, I made preparation. When the folk were weary, I gave them rain. See, these people don't let you see what he actually did for you. Come on.
Yahuwah gave the bar, great was the company of those that published it. Malachim of armies did flee apace, and she that tarried at home divided the spoil.
Hold on a minute. Whoa.
Though ye have lean among the pots, yet shall ye be as the wings of a dove covered with silver, and her feathers with yellow gold.
Oh, look at that. Well, I need that. Come on.
When the Almighty scattered the Malachim in it, it was white as snow in Salmon. The hill of Elohim is as the hill of Bashan, a high hill as the hill of Bashan. Why leap ye high hills? This is the hill which Elohim desireth to dwell in. Yea, Yahuwah will dwell in it alone.
Okay. Come on.
The chariots of Elohim are 20,000, even thousands of Malachim. Yahuwah is
That's
among
different.
them.
Oh, stop. That's different. They saying 10,000. He's saying 20,000. Joyce and one. Yeah, they will say something a little different. Hold on, I'm gonna think that's 68. What I told you, 59, 68, 60, 69. What I want? Let me see 69. Tahalim 69. Let's say 9. Oh, we take them up to 5. All right. Listen.
O Elohim, thou knowest my foolishness, and my kataim are not hid from thee. Let not them that wait on thee, O Yahuwah Elohim of Sabaoth, be ashamed for my sake.
Y'all hear that? What y'all gonna use for that? Yes, Bishop. Even Yahushua was concerned about that. This is important for y'all. Y'all don't know. Let not them that wait on thee, O Yahuwah of Sabaoth, be ashamed on my account. Let them that seek thee be ashamed on my. Let not them that seek thee be ashamed on my account, O Yahuwah. O Elohim of Yasharal. Anybody know why that's important? Give me that. Say it. Come on. They shall not be ashamed. That's what he just said. Was you hearing what he was talking? Yes, sir. When he ran across the people in the 24th chapter book of Oriah, remember they were weeping. He wanted to know why were they sad and they walked one with another. Because they told him why. They said, we counted on Yahushua. We supposed it was him that should have redeemed Yasharal. And besides all this, they told him this was the third Yom. So this is why he already loved. No, don't let them be ashamed because of my account. That's why he would know why would they sit around sad. Because they looked at, they were ashamed because we thought it was him. So Yahushua already made preservation, which made sense for them. He let them know, don't let them be ashamed on my account. Remember, they talk about him. Mm-hmm. How many of y'all don't remember they were talking about him? All right, 24 right quick, Oriah. 24, they call it Luke. 24:14. And make sure y'all understand. Like we've done in the past, you need to understand. You can't be saved by mistake. There's no such thing. Nobody was saved by mistake. Don't believe it. Nobody gonna be accidentally saved. Nobody just gonna fortunately make it in. You're gonna make it in by your knowledge. It's gonna be important for you to know and you gotta understand it. That's why he opened their understanding, because they're gonna make it in by mistake. He gave them the ability to be able to understand. You have to understand. You need the ability. You need understanding, so you can understand. That's how you're going to be saved. Mm-hmm. Now he made a statement. I want you to know why he made it. Listen. Go ahead, 24:14. They call it Luke. Come on.
And they talked together of all these things which had happened. Mm-hmm. And it came to pass that while they communed together and reasoned, Yahushua himself drew near and went with them.
Hold on, they ain't moved yet. Go ahead. But
their own were holding that they should not know him.
Go ahead.
And he said unto them, what manner of communications are these that ye have one to another, as ye halak and are sad?
Let's see why they sad.
And the one of them, whose Shem was Cleopas, answering said unto him, art thou only a stranger in Jerusalem, and hast not known the things which are come to pass there in these Yamim?
Like what?
And he said unto them, what things? And they said unto him, concerning Yahushua of Nazareth, which was
concerning Yahuwah?
Yahushua of Nazareth.
They were sad concerning Yahushua of Nazareth. Like what?
Which was a Nabi, mighty indeed, and Debar before Elohim and all the alms.
So what happened?
And how the Rosh Kohanim and our Sarim delivered him to be condemned to moot and have crucified him.
And what happened?
But we trusted.
You said we did what now?
But we trusted.
That didn't bother us at all.
That it had been he which should have redeemed Yasharal.
And
beside all this Yom is the third Yom since these things were done.
So what do you think their condition was right then? Huh? And what was his palau? Don't let them be ashamed because of me. If you notice when they were crying, their concern, their argument was about him. And his palau, that's why he told us with confidence that whosoever mourn on him shall not be put to shame. This was something to come along to be a confidence for us. This was a nakum to them. Come on back over here. Don't worry about it. It's not important. It's not important. Don't worry about it. I really want to say I'm making in. There's a lot we got to cover. There's a lot we got to know concerning our present day condition and concerning where we derive from and why these people removed you from these places. You're removed because of behaviors you had, and he saw people that sat and lurked, and these people plundered you of all your goods. That's why we stay sick, we unfit, And we uncultured, and that's why we so erratic and we so destructive toward one another, because we've been removed. Elohim angry with us. All right, come on. 68 and 8, was it 68 and 6? 8, what you read?
Well, we finished 6.
All right, 6, go ahead.
We're at 7. Because of thy sake I have borne reproach. Shame hath covered my pani. I am become a stranger unto my Akim,
And what
and
happened?
an alien unto my aim benin.
See that? A stranger to my mother's children. Come on.
For the zeal of thine Beth hath eaten me up, and the reproaches of them that reproach thee are fallen upon me.
See, he looked on all that. These people showed us zeal. He told you what Yasharal. For I bear them record, but don't it make sense when he said the zeal of thine house and eat me up? Huh? They ain't have knowledge. And he looked at, and now on top of that, they ain't look at, they reproach fell on me. This is what Daoud said. Let it fall on me and let it fall on my house. So the reproaches that we disgrace Elohim with fell on him. Come on.
When I wept and chastened my nephash with fasting, that was to my reproach.
Come on.
I made sackcloth also my garment, and I became a mashali to them.
See that? He became some kasai. Now look at that. How he made sackcloth his clothing. Hands. Uh-oh. I got a hallway now. I got a hump, and I got a papa sign. Who we going with? I got 4 pointing out there at the hump now. What you say? Go. Your hand up, or you say who to go with? Oh, you the sackcloth? He got a hand. Let's see what. How we gonna see what Papa son got? What you gonna say? That's right. When he was on the tube, it was dark for 3 hours. Y'all remember they took his clothes off of him. He said, "I make sackcloth my clothing." And he covers up for shame. That's why he was covered. Y'all didn't pay attention to that. Y'all remember before they put him up, they all took his coat and his robe. They said, "Let us not tear it." But they asked cast light for it to see who it was going to be. They took his clothes off, he was naked. Why y'all think the same premise happened when you was in slavery? Why they didn't sell you with your clothes on? That's the same thing they did then. And folks just sit down and cast lots for you. All they did was bid it on you. That's the same thing they did at a slave trade auction. Amazing. All they were doing was bidding on you. Casting lots for you. Okay, come on.
They that sit in the dog speaketh against me, and I was the shear of the drunkards. But as for me, my palal is unto thee, O Yahuwah, in an acceptable time, O Elohim, in the multitude of thy rakam, shama me, in the amat of thy Yeshua.
Hold on, stop for a second. Listen, he said, "But I will cry to thee, O Yahuwah, in my palal, O Elohim." It is a perpetuous time, and then it said acceptable time. In the multitude of thy mercies, he told you to do what? Shama me in the amat of thy Yeshua. Now you were told something similar like this. Hands. It's tight. You went to the Corinthians, he told you now was the accepted time. Now was the day of salvation. Giving none offense in anything. Y'all weren't told that. You were told this. He told you now was the time, now was the accepted time. See, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna try to get y'all finished, okay? This is what we gotta do. We have to start mimicking. He didn't just send him to save us. The whole practice and ideal of what he did was salvation. We have to mimic him too without a fault. The problem is people are just saying, he did it, he died, he paid the price, he redeemed us all, and then we just pray to him and we do nothing. This is wrong. We have to mimic the very same exact ideas, the thinking, the same protocols he followed. That's the only way you're gonna get in. There was only one way. When Yasakar, that they'll call Isaac, when he gave his inheritance off to his ben, whom he ahabed, okay? Who wound up getting it? Yaakov. If I ahabed him, where did it kind of put me at with Yaakov? This is the one I planned on giving my inheritance to, was to Asu. But in order for him to get it, he had to mimic the exact same pattern. How are you going to be saved and you have nothing in common with this man? See, all of this is completely wrong. It makes no sense. How can you be saved? So your code could have just walked in and said, hey, Dad, I'm here, I cooked it. Why? You're not who I, so what would the purpose of him keep telling me, this is Yahushua in whom I'm well pleased? What was he telling me this for? Why was he telling me this? No, so I can know, pray and just use his name and live like Satan. Or was he trying to tell me, follow this exact pattern, I'll recognize you. Do the exact, that's what he told you. He asked that man to hear him, look, in an accepted time. But as for me, my palau is unto thee, O Yahuwah, and in a acceptable time, O Elohim, in the multitude of thy mercy, hear me. He told you this. Did he not tell y'all this? See that right. See that 2 Corinthians right quick. 6. We'll do 6 on right quick. Let's just say. Let's just make sure. If it makes sense. So this man talked about his Yeshua. He asked, do y'all not know that Yahushua had to be saved? Oh, wow. He had to be saved. So do you. He had to be saved. The man died. Did he get up on his own? He had to be saved. Don't you know you had to follow the same exact pattern in order for you to be saved? When was he saved? While he was here? Or after he moved? Wow. When are you going to be saved? Which means whose pattern do you have to follow? His. The book told you who did no sin, neither would God find him out. Let's see the total of 2 Corinthians right quick, 6:1. Listen.
We then, as workers together with him,
Do what?
beseech you also that you receive not the conceit of Elohim in vain.
I couldn't imagine why.
For he said,
You said, who said this? This me talking for I say?
no, sir, for
What
he
is-
said,
what did he say?
I have shammed thee in a time accepted.
And
In the yom of Yeshua have I secured thee.
do what?
Behold, now is the accepted time.
What is that?
Behold, now is the yom of Yeshua.
That's tight. That's tight. This is what Yahushua, this was his conversation about him being saved. When you gonna get it right? When y'all gonna get it right? Y'all had no idea this connected over. This is what that man just got. In accepted time, I want you to hear me. The man is not hearing you because you're not walking according to protocols and what he told you. Now is the time. I'm hearing, I'm listening. I'm listening now to save. Who we gonna use that found the time? Hands. Good answer. Hands. Hands. Good answer. Good answer. Yasharal and Mizraim. What did he tell Musha to tell them? What did they know? They knew that was the accepted time. They knew that was the accepted time because he said, I've heard, tell them I heard. Why was he telling them to tell them I heard them? So they would know. He told Abraham in their 4th Tuledah, tell them I heard them. Now he just told you, now is the accepted time. Let's see what he could have told you right here in verse 3 right quick.
Giving no offense in anything,
You know what, Lee? I've been calling him on. I don't think he hear me.
giving no offense in anything,
For what reason?
that the shower be not blamed.
He asked Yahuwah, please don't let it be on my account. That what you know what he told him? Don't let them be put, not on my account. Giving no offense in it. Lying, whoremongering, adultery, masturbation, stealing, anything that go contrary, breaking the Shabbat, you give an offense. You give an offense. That's why he won't hear you. That's what he told in the book of Yeshayahu they call Isaiah. He said, behold, my hand is not shortened. Neither, what is the ear? But your Kataim have separated, but dog between me and you, I will not hear. It's the time of Yeshua, but I can't hear you. What you gonna do that when the man's saying it's the time? That's what we were waiting on, the time, weren't we? And get what he told you about when you know the time. That means it's high time to wake out of sleep. And knowing the time. Knowing that he here now. Knowing that he hear me. Is this the time for me to come in and talk? This ain't heard when the time come. He's saying now is the time. Now is the accepted time. Now he tell you don't give no offense in anything. And you working on some stuff. I just want to get it right. That's all. Does it make sense to y'all? Yes, that's what we got to be. We got to quit lying ourselves. We got to get this stuff right. Y'all got it? I'm not talk long. Let's do it. Time to get this thing right, y'all. Listen, for those of y'all that got the mind to do it, please do it. For those of y'all that don't, you just keep doing what you're doing. You'll find yourself right where you need to go later. I told y'all, I want to get this right.
Yes, sir.
Man, I wrestled for years. I don't win on stuff for years. And I'm being honest with you. This man will let you run around in circle for a long time. You don't have no understanding. You have no idea. Because the way these folks told you, really, they'll tell you something. See, this is where they'll get you at right here. You trying to live, how many of y'all here like trying to like live right? Trying to what? Okay. See, you trying to get in what works. See, you can't be saved by work. You got to be saved by faith. How many of y'all heard stupid stuff like that? The work, this is what he was talking about, you can't be saved by work. You can't be saved by the works in the flesh that you do. You're not saved by works if I'm doing what he told me. I'm being saved by the kind of favor of him allowing me to be able to do what he done prescribed. See, they'll mess you up and have you thinking, see, you trying to be saved by work. See, Smith's saved by, we trying to be saved by work. I'm saved by grace. See, you saved by grace, you ain't got to do nothing. I'm telling you, these people will mess you up. I didn't get to put nothing in there last night. I'm going to give you something else. I had no change to put this in there for me too, please. Thank you so much. And put that in there with it too, please. Thank you. I ain't got, that's good. I don't want to keep waiting around. I ain't got low now. And that's like, here, here's some more. Man, I hope, not hope, but mind your call, really y'all really kind of caught on today to realize that everything in getting you out was then this what gets you. And see why things had to happen the way it did, it worked the way he said. Think about this. He told you he was going to do something to you in the 32nd chapter book of All Our Hot Dabbering Hands. Good answer. Huh? That he sleep, he thinking of it. 32nd chapter, book of All Our Hot Dabbering, about 20. Anybody got a good guess without looking at that trying to cheat? He said, I was going to provoke you to jealousy by a foolish nation. Think about this. We be pissed with these people over there. Everything they got, because they got all your riches. You said, man, how do people get all that stuff? How do they get all that stuff? He said, I told you what I was going to do. And then you look at what pissed y'all. You said stuff stupid. They ain't even the people. He said, I told you I was going to provoke you with the foolish people. See, think about this. We didn't really, if we would have been that day, ain't no way we would have been selling to Dave. We got magnesium. We got asphalt. I didn't thought nothing about it. I ain't think nothing of having Yahuwah. That's why it took us to lose him. Now I appreciate him. Now I want him back. Think about it. We had him all the time. So what we do? Rain when it's supposed to come. Everything blossoming. Nobody gets sick. All the kids born well. None of them born dead. None of them born with a handicap. This always happening. Why would I appreciate that? Unless I come from a lot of baby death, a lot of baby sickness, a lot of starvation, a lot of time not getting rain, a lot of droughts and heat. What you think made me appreciate him now? It's because I'm looking at all these people that have this stuff, and you're thinking, that used to be mine? I'm sitting on here suffering like, but it took us to be able to see that now and be in that condition. That's why I'm upset. I'm not comfortable with these people. I ain't talking on financial cripple. Ain't fucking. Y'all gonna take everything I got. But anyway, I'm saying it because I'm pissed because he making me now start looking. See, you had it better than what you think you got it. What we got now ain't nothing to what we had. Man, we drank the dew of Shamayim. We was sitting there with hills and valleys. Y'all know that? That man was all, listen, nothing catch that young, listen, wasn't no such thing and no, oh, my wife had a miscarriage. Not at all. Everything was on time. Everything, wasn't no time. Man, this year was a bad year. Every shit now was right. Every time was right. We had everything we needed right there, and we lost it. Rightfully so, because we did just like Yasharal. We made the same behavior, and now we've been cast out. Now, we need to recognize this. Yahuwah willing, we're going to toss them on it. We need to recognize this so we can get ourselves back to gaining, and we don't make the same mistake. I know, but if you don't know what you did wrong, how you know you're going to do it again? This is what God do. Mess up. Wife her said, some women don't like to talk when she upset. She feel like you're supposed to read her and just know what she got going on wrong. And you don't know, so now you're guessing. What's going to keep you from repeating the same thing? You keep saying, what's wrong? Nothing. What's wrong? I'm going to talk about it. What's wrong? Don't worry about it. You keep that up a few times, keep it. Now when it get blowed all up and you find out what's going on, now it's too late, we can't fix it. You should just know. Yahuwah wouldn't do that to you. Because that's a disaster. It's a disaster. You can't know that. I don't want to talk about it. If I don't know, then how I know I ain't going to do it again? I need to know what happened so I make sure we don't do it again. So with Yahuwah, we need to know what happened. Why did we get in this state so we don't do it again? Give me that opportunity. And it's been laid out right here for to make sure you don't just need to go back, you need to go right. When we know what's right and we do what's right, now we can put it down, we can forever be with Yahuwah. That's it, man. Make sense? Yes, sir. That's what we're going to work on. Let's find out what we did wrong. Let's fix and let's get it right. So when we get with Yahuwah this time is going to be for a long and a long. Y'all hear me? A long means for a long time. Everybody added on ever and ever. It means a long time. You understand? Whoo, it's taking a long time. A long. We want to be with him for a long time. Y'all got it? Long time. Ain't that right? But like he told Ray, when you go to sleep, I hope it's the long one. Ain't that right? Now when we get Yahuwah, I hope it's the long one. Y'all got it? All right, let's get ready to stand. Give Mr. Yahuwah a hand clap. Appreciate him. Being patient. Appreciate him. Appreciate y'all patience with me. I know we talked about a lot, but we need to go back over this. There's a lot of stuff y'all know, and need to make sure y'all know it. Y'all need to know about your region, your land, your riches, your wealth, so you go back and make a fool like it. All these white folk been doing excavating all this stuff out. America ain't going no Syria for no terrorism. They going out, they need asphalt. Y'all see these roads tore up? They need magnesium. They need that stuff. That's why they're going to try to they want you to think they're going to get terror. This terrorists everywhere they go and get amazed where the terrorists at. How they all be in there where all the rich is at? They always where the rich is at. Why wouldn't we have no terrorists nowhere else? They got to sell you on something, then they go there. Notice what they do. You always go in bombing. Dang, you know how expensive it is to bring in bulldozer, to fly them and dig this up. And when I go in, first thing I do, militarily, what I do, airstrike. We got the place, but that's how, think about it. I ain't got to bring so many bulldozers. All I do, when I bring my soldiers in and kill all the people who going to fight me for it, guess what I bring in now? Contractors. These are government contractor agents. These are the people that fund and control the government. They use the taxpayer money. Think about it. To me, if I fly bulldozer to the Middle East, how much you think they're going to come in? $50? I got to fly these people. But if I use the government to drop bombs and say, these are targets, these are targets. They in the mountains in here. They in the hills in here. Now all I got to do is go in and excavate it. Because those bombs have went in and blowed up everything and left the pit hole, so all I got to do is pull the riches out. See, y'all don't know. They here and going now. They were trying to connect Afghanistan and Afghanistan to run natural gas all the way through there. That's what they were trying to do. And see, they got tricked. They got messed over. Because the Afghan fought hard and they thought they were going to fight. Notice, let me tell you what they don't tell you about. How many of them contractors get blown up when they get over there? Because guess what them people done figured out? This wasn't no war. You came here to get the riches out the ground. I'm gonna kill your contractors. When them truckers, listen, them truck drivers making $200,000 a year. Did y'all know $200,000 a year tax free for the first 2-3 years? Get what they were doing? They were putting roadkill on the side, putting bombs in them. Soon them truck ride by, boom, blow them up. Your $200,000 ain't gonna be enough. Yeah, they already knew that, but contractors know that we got a war. All these countries messed up. All these people terrorists. They just all them saying niggas. And them gonna blow you up. Why do these contractors want to stay here? Why would you want to stay at a place that's killing America? They make them people hate you. It's the contract they use them. The government don't control themselves. These businesses control the government. These government, they the one that tell them to make all of listen. Note this. Now y'all got the crypto paying taxes. Why y'all think you paying taxes on crypto? They reported, remember last year, that more niggas were doing crypto than ever. Guess what happened now? Everybody getting taxed on them gains. They ain't going to look at your law. The game finna break you down. They don't need niggas with money. Niggas with money get attitude. Niggas with money start thinking. Niggas with money start moving their money somewhere else. The only way y'all could be making money, that means somebody else losing money. That means, listen, if you making money with crypto, that means you done took your money out of their system. That means you ain't buying stocks. That means your money came out of banks and your money sitting in crypto making money, which means money being lost on this end. I got to tax you hard enough on this crypto. Guess what you gonna do? Man, if that crypto, I'm gonna put my money back well in the bank. That's how they beat you. They scare you from making money by telling you the tax is too big. You know what? I'd rather pay more tax than be a broke, sorry nigga. Yeah, if you make too much money, they start taxing you. It's best not to make that much. When you think a billionaire say that, a millionaire say that? It's best not to make. When white people have that conversation, man, oh, you don't want to make no whole lot of money. Then you got to pay taxes. They go with making money. They always teach us dumb stuff. But you never hear white folks say that. See, it's bad to make a lot of money. They just lie and cheat on their taxes. They not finna cut their money. All right, we got an announcement. Hold on, who that? Hey, Wilbur Oda. Hey, she back. Yeehaw! Yoshi, we sure talk good about you. You were gone. We sure miss you. See how they clapping out there? We sure miss you, Yoshi. Did you? What happened to Valerie? Oh, my N, not feeling good. Oh, good. D-N. Oh, yeah. Bryce said it came sick yesterday, then left. You hear that, Val? Little cotton picking woman. Well, definitely, he can get to feel better right there. I know he knows some answers out there. Some of them right, some of them wrong, but he know them now. Definitely allow they feel better. Go ahead.
Everybody's in their hob, and tomorrow is Riley's birthday.
All Riley! All right, now, happy birthday, Jack. That's what I'm talking about. Enjoy your birthday. Isn't that right?
Also, Lil Cam's birthday is tomorrow.
Oh, Lil Cam. All right, happy birthday. Good now. Uncle Ted around the corner. Yo, Uncle Ted's birthday Monday. This Monday. You just had a birthday last year at the same time.
I didn't think of that.
That's what I'm saying. Goodness, Monday, Uncle Ted, happy birthday, Uncle Ted. That's all right. I don't remember you being in October that close up there. I thought it was first. Dang, you're this month too, ain't it? What day yours is? 13. That's it. 13. Then Michelle the 24th, so she don't really count. She always, really, she right next to November. Oh, Michelle Booker's tomorrow. Okay, good now. Monday, all right. Don't forget, y'all, we'll be back in Monday on Layla, Monday night. So we'll be back in. Y'all know we'll be kafar, so we'll be fast. I'm gonna tell y'all now. When that shit might go down, I'll tell you now. Don't cut. The mom, they bound to come and smell like that fried chicken. Cause I'm gonna have a lot going on. Everybody, don't come in here smelling like no food. I'm gonna have a lot going on in my mind. We can't eat, we can't drink. Don't act like they new now. Do not wear no fried chicken clothes. Don't be trying to hold out. That thing's serious. I'm gonna catch it. If you got too much energy, Oh, Spirit got me there. Nigga, you been eating. So make sure y'all know there's supposed to be examination, preservation, because we're making reservation for salvation. Y'all like that? Say what happened when you eat right. Take them vitamins. Don't have me repeat it because I don't know what I said. But if it was smart, just act like I said it twice. That's all. But yeah, we'll make sure we're ready. Make sure y'all examine yourself. Make sure that's what kafar is about. We're trying to make atonement. We represent what he did. He even did it. We're trying to make atonement. So we coming in symbolically doing what he did. We learn how to resist the flesh. For those that struggle with the flesh from masturbation, fornication, adultery, from lying, from drinking and stealing, this is the opportunity given to sit down and look at. You can resist the flesh. Now, the flesh gonna want something to drink, the flesh gonna want something to eat. And I be listening to the flesh. I said, not bad now, but we gotta hold out. Time gonna come, we're gonna be able to sit down and eat and drink. But during that time, we can't. This time here, this time we kind of say, oh, we gotta wife back a few months. That thing right here upon us now. So we're gonna be a little hungry, you're gonna feel a little lightheaded. Just don't tell me about it. This whole, oh, you feel like you finna die from thirst. I wasn't until you brought it up, nigga. I don't talk about no water. I don't even want to hear no dry jokes. If it ain't funny, keep it to yourself because we struggling. Y'all got it? How many of y'all let that thing be rough on y'all? I'm tell you what it do. It be that rough struggle be going, then you had that minute you good. Then when it over, it be like, I can do this. It be like, nigga, please, go and get something to eat. You be like, I can go a little longer. Like, nigga, hurry up and get something. Once you get that water down, you realize, nigga, you were losing your mind. Tell me you can just keep going. Stop it, okay? He give us that day to come in and do it. So those watching, it'll be Monday night when the sun set till sunset Tuesday. So you know what's Tuesday about here? You see how he making the time change for the leg shape, how he cut the time short. Dang, he could have gave us this in the height of summer. When that thing sitting up to like, it'd be like 9, almost 40 something for a night. You know how he fit, but look how he do. He put everything right where he knew, but look how he do, and guess what? It still be right. It still be for a space of a whole day. See how he give us recall? Because he could have easily moved to be like, I'm put that thing up there right there like June 29th. Man, sun just peeking over your head, man. Just banging, that thing won't go down for nothing. Look, it got a stick under there, propping it up. That man come in right on time, boy. If it get dark, Tuesday at 9 a.m. in the morning, I ain't mad. I can't fight. That's a day. Listen, if it do, that's a day. I ain't arguing with the man. Y'all got it? If somebody else got that spirit, you gonna keep going, they're gonna be 2 days. You can do it, you just hard hit it. Now I mess with it, that's all right. All right, anything else we need to cover? I definitely want everybody to get better, try to get better soon. Also, too, glad to hear everybody caught the palms. I mean, talk to me. Everybody's all right. Jeff and who else we got that way? Jeff. Yeah, who else out that way? Martina. He in Detroit. He shouldn't get hit with no hurricane in Detroit for the record. But I know he's going to Virginia and moving on that way. They saying New York and Philadelphia gonna get it though. Yeah, they supposed to get some heavy rain. They're coming in there, and they flood easy. Yeah, they get flooded in a minute up there. We just, who have been too? You see Georgia? Y'all see why you need to be in Georgia? I'm trying to tell you, ain't that right? Ray Charles tried to tell him. You know what bad? When Ray Charles could see it. Georgia, oh Georgia. That man told him no peace. Georgia is really like the New Jerusalem. And you make everything economically set up.
We got a Georgia?
Huh? Who was from Florida? And he knew that he was from Florida. He done seen that stuff drown and washed away right now. He sung about Georgia. Just an old sweet song that keep Georgia on my mind. Y'all better be thinking about Georgia. Ain't that right? And get on here to the synagogue. All right, y'all ready? I be new our Father. I do again, which is thanks for allowing us to be here and the opportunity to Yaka upon your Shem. Most of all to hear your Debar, which is your word, through all that was rendered by the Zabak and Kum of Yahushua HaMashiach, who is thanksworthy for all he's done. Let Kabud and Kabar be in your Shem Yahuwah Elohim, who is Al Shaddai, who is a beer which is powerful and mighty, who granted us this great opportunity through your being to be redeemed from the death of bondage. Please lamed us and grant us the Ruach HaKadosh, which is the spirit of separation, according to the Berith Shabbat to the Abraham, Yitzchak, Jacob, to Yahudim and to Yasharal. Be a recovery to those that we commit to you and Palau that support your Dabarim. The out-of-towners, the married, the single, the separated, the sick and the afflicted. Recover those going astray, especially our Benin, our young adults. Be a baraka to our individual mishpachah that you'll recover them before Salam too late. Baraka those going through the storm, the flood, the fire, the earthquakes, the droughts, captivities, wars. Those are bereaved, and we consider ourselves. Without you, we're nothing. We confess that we went contrary to you, and you went contrary to us. How do that you come as you are marred, as you commanded that you recover us in the latter Yamin, which are the days. Baraka your Shalakim, your Ra'ah, your Malaki, which are your sent ones, your shepherds, and your messengers. The showers, which are the servants, the helpers that you placed in this part of the vineyard, continue to be a healer to Sharet Bostic and to all of the other ones for our Nyadits, which are our children, all the way to our adults to recover them. Barakas that we might be Talmim in our understanding, unrebukable, unblameable in the human mashpat, blot out all of our Qatar and our Ma'al before Salam too late. Let your Pani, we allow that you let it or upon us. Let your Pani be our encampment and our protection. And let us Pana unto you before Salam too late, which is turn unto you. Without you again, we are nothing. When we've done all we can do here on this side, we allow for a Beth in your Long Malkuth, which is a home in your empire, where we can see your Pani, your face, and Tahalim, your Shem better, which is praise your name better. In the Shem of Yahushua HaMashiach we allow. Let us all say, Amen. Come home! Come home! A hobby. Hey there, Yeti. How you doing? Well, I'm a good singer. Wait, but they like them. Uh-huh, you can sing. I see. You got your pocketbook and everything, don't you? Oh, you just woke up. Boy, you look like a week of sleep. Oh, y'all ready? It's just gonna be us three. Y'all ready? We gotta do, y'all ready? Are y'all ready? 1, 2, 3, hit it. Ra'ah the little children. Ooh, of the children of the congregation. Ooh, red and yellow, black and white, they are precious in His sight. Ra'ah the little children of the congregation. Woo! Come home, and bring them kids. I'm losing them. Aha! Give me a hug.